I'm joined now by Beth Olson, an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist with Faith Regional Health Services. Beth, what is a certified hand therapist?
Certified hand therapist, just to kind of sum it up, it's a therapist that treats the upper extremity.
So it's beyond just the hand. You're looking at the whole arm.
It is. It's from the shoulder down.
What are some of the qualifications to be a certified hand therapist?
To be a CHT, you have to be either a physical therapist or an occupational therapist and be practicing for 3 years. You have to have 4,000 hours of direct clinical treatment to the arm, and then you also have to pass a comprehensive assessment. In the state of Nebraska, there's approximately 40 CHTs, and here at Faith we have 3 of them.
How impressive is that? And you gave the numbers, but what's that say about this facility?
It says good things. In northeast Nebraska, definitely if you have an arm injury, we would be the experts to treat that arm injury.
What are some of the specific things that you get to do?
We get to see a lot of trauma, including fractures, tendon injuries, soft tissue injuries, sports-related injuries, anything that involves having an accident or an injury to the arm.
When someone comes in for hand therapy, what are some of the expectations that they should have about what they're going to be doing?
When they first come in, we do a comprehensive evaluation. We can customize and fabricate orthosis for them, so splints for them, fit them with braces if needed. But our first visit is just the comprehensive evaluation, assessing what is wrong with their arm, what the game plan is to treat their arm, what the patient's goals are in order to gain their independence back.
When you're able to go through the process and see them reach their goals, what's that like for you as a hand therapist?
It's great. It's a team effort for sure. So the patient and I get to know each other very well. They have to be all in, just as I do, in order to get that outcome that they want.
Well, Beth, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
"I got this."
From students pursuing their careers in nursing.
"I got this."
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
"I got this."
Or in NCAA athletics.
"You got this."
And especially at graduation.
"I got this."
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
"I'm so doing this."
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Check.
Oh, man, the stadium's here. The stadium steps are no joke in Wayne, America. We're huffing and puffing, but it's going to be a fun one today. Memorial Stadium at Bob Cunningham Field in Wayne. My name is Kalen Devin, joined by Brad Hazing here today on News Channel Nebraska. So this one between the Wildcats and the Beavers, how well do you know these stadium steps?
These stadium steps, not so much. The ones in Rice Auditorium, I could go in detail on those.
Those are the ones that you know a lot better.
Right.
Well, hey, we are looking forward to a fun matchup today. Taking a look at a few of the key players that we want to look at. We look at Dawson Forgey as a guy that Wayne State's really going to try to get involved on the ground. They have a fantastic offensive line who I know you are very excited to talk about today and see how they're able to run behind it. This is a Bemidji State team who doesn't have a bad defense by any means. It's a pretty solid team for the most part. They're really good on the pass defense. Rush defense has not been their strong suit.
Yeah, they've really struggled to stop the run the first 5 games. So my opinion on that is I really feel like Wayne State needs to come out and establish the run very early, get Forgey running downhill, and control clock and really set the tone to start this game.
Yeah, that'll be the key for them. And let's look on the defensive end for Bemidji State, a guy that they really like on that secondary. Caden Bolte, a 6'1 redshirt junior, 42 tackles this season. He's a guy who plays really close to the line of scrimmage, although he's a free safety. He does a fantastic job of making tackles in open space, which is what they might have to do today.
Right, he's really good with his run fits and getting down and making the. So Wayne State's really got to get a hat on him early.
As we are preparing for kickoff in Wayne, America, the Wayne State Wildcats and the Bemidji State Beavers want to say thank you again for joining us on News Channel Nebraska here today as we take a look at these teams preparing to get this one underway in the NSIC. Wildcats are 3-3, 3-2 in conference play. This is the Hall of Fame game for Wayne State, and we are underway with the boot by Boston Hensley. It goes into the end zone, and a touchback for Bemidji State. For Bemidji State, let's look at some of their starters on the offensive end. A quarterback that we're looking for, Bart McConich, who will be taking the starting snaps today. Also, Connor Carver is the guy we want to look at as someone who has been really good, especially running. But McConich got the start the last few games. He's been trying to grab some rhythm under his belt. We'll see how he can do today. McConich in the shotgun will fake the handoff, look to throw early, goes far side. What a catch and spinning, staying on his feet all the way down inside the 40-yard line. That is Jake Hill.
Yeah, great. Really solid coverage. Just what a great play by him. Just high putting that ball, getting separation where he needs to. What a great offensive play.
Jake Hill, a gain of 37 yards on the first play from scrimmage for Bemidji State, and they're looking like they want to attack early against the #1 defense in the NSIC. Takes the handoff again. Here's pressure thrown. Intercepted! Wayne State, Jess Kirchel picks it off and takes this near midfield after a big play. A moment later, an interception to flip the momentum.
And that's great pressure by that Wayne State front four. Watching them, making sure that they get their fits in and get their hands. Good pressure. Just a great play.
Jess Kirchel has been a phenomenal player this season for Wayne State. 53 tackles. That is just his first pick of the year, but he does a great job patrolling that middle. As we take a look at our starters for Wayne State, Brady McGill is the quarterback due to a few injuries. You had Dannon Bring, who was the starter at the beginning of the season. He's injured and out for the rest of the year. Brings in this redshirt freshman from Roncalli Catholic, Brady McGill.
Really talented kid. Getting positioned to be successful right away.
Tries to run away from the defense and a sack. Nolan Olson brings down McGill. And this is a Beaver team who is not get to the quarterback very consistently. So there, a great start for Bemidji State.
Yeah, really good job of Bemidji State collapsing the pocket, getting pressure on the young quarterback.
Brings up second down and 12. Some fun to get this game going with an interception and the handoff to Dawson Forgy. Met right back at the original line of scrimmage, maybe got 3. And brings up a 3rd down and 9 for Wayne State.
You know, Forgy does a really good job running behind his pads. I know we all talk about his breakaway speed, but he really does a good job running behind those pads and being a patient runner and getting what's allowed to him.
He took 29 carries their last game against Winona State in that loss, had almost 200 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Looking to keep that rolling. But on 3rd and 9, definitely a passing down for Wayne State. Instead, they will run a draw play to the near side. Forgy looking for blockers and nowhere to go. Was patient, but Caden Bolte, our free safety, makes his way to the tackle.
Yep, once again, we talked about him earlier. Just great job getting run fit, watching near hip, making a great tackle.
Wildcat offense averaging 27 points per game, 157 through the air, and averaging almost 200 on the ground, which is 5th in the conference. But 2 run plays don't go for much. And a 3-and-out for the Wildcats after the big interception by Jess Kirchel. They'll give the football back, and a nice punt by Burrell, and the great job by the punt unit, not allowing the returner to go anywhere. Drayton Lehman gets tackled right at about the 15-yard line.
Those types of things that are really important. Not the entire, obviously the entire game, but the first half especially, just setting field position for your team.
Bemidji State 1-5, 1-4 in conference play. They are 0-3 on the road. It's always hostile territory for a team like this to come out and see if they can get a big win against a Wayne State team that loves to have a pretty good crowd. Their band is always exciting. They've got a lot of visitors who get to come here today, too. Here's a throw over the middle, incomplete, bobbled, looking for a soft spot in the zone, and that goes through the hands of Jake Hill. Hill made that catch on the first drive, and what was interesting about that was he had 4 catches, all of them against Northern State last week. He also had a touchdown. He had no other stats this season, so got involved last week, and they're trying to keep him involved, Brad.
Yep, 47, Jess Kershaw, 2 plays in a row, really involved early on in this game.
The leader of that Wildcat defense brings up 2nd down and 10. McAninch, the quarterback, he will hand this one off to Antonio Brown. And Brown trying to slip an ankle tackle, can't get away. Nice job by Wayne State wrapping up.
Yep. Great job in the D line, getting extension right off the start of the play, enabling that run fit and allowing your linebackers to cover in.
One of the things that Wayne State is very good at is that run fit. You talk about the linebackers here today. Scott McLaughlin, not only the defensive coordinator, he's the linebacker coach, and he does a great job telling them to get to the right spot.
Yeah, they're very impressive.
3rd down and 7. An interception on the opening drive for Bemidji State. What can the Beavers do here? 4 wide receivers and a pre-snap penalty, a false start will back up the Beavs 5 yards.
That's tough anywhere. It's especially tough this deep on your side of the field, especially on 3rd. Now you went from 3rd and long to 3rd and really long. Really makes you one-dimensional, especially against this really talented front 4 from Wayne State.
Right, one of the best defenses, not only in the conference, but in the country. And now you're backed up even more for a 3rd and 12. Bunched up trips on the near side. McAninch will take the snap and look to throw. Good pressure in the pocket. Throws wide open as Jake Hill is hidden behind the defense. And Hill takes this across midfield, back across the 40-yard line. And the speedster gets open again to move the chains.
Great throw by the redshirt freshman. Had a miscommunication somewhere in the secondary. Allows him to spring free for a long gain and flip the field on Wayne State.
51 yards. It is now McAninch's longest throw of the year. That's his longest completion. It was 45. Now 51 in this game to Jake Hill. Looking to take it up the middle. Here's some speed and an open lane for Connor Carver, the backup quarterback, into the end zone for a Bemidji State touchdown from 38 yards away.
Boy, that was impressive of Bemidji State's offensive line, just creating a hole for him to run. He ran through totally untouched.
Connor Carver gashing this Wildcat defense into the end zone for the touchdown. And how about that? 3rd and 12 on their own side of the field. Convert to a big play to Jake Hill, 51 yards. Very next play, 38-yard rushing touchdown from Connor Carver. And Bemidji State with 10:34 to go in our opening quarter. They take the lead 7-0 after the PAT. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
It's time to get in the game. When you team up with teammates, you don't need pads or a playbook. 1 hour a week can encourage a student in your community to win in school and in life. Hundreds of young people are waiting for a mentor to show up and build their confidence, character, and hope for the future. Be the teammate every young person deserves. The clock is ticking. Sign up at teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
So really, that last play, that last drive, 2 big plays, 51 yards from McAninch to Hill, and then 38-yard run by Connor Carver, who really carved up That Wildcat defense, 38-yard touchdown run. You know, he is the leading rusher and was the starting quarterback. But then Brent Bolte, the head coach for Bemidji State, said, hey, let's have our better passer just throw the ball, and we can bring in Connor whenever we need to for some gadget plays.
Yeah, the Bemidji head coach has had a lot of success, and so as you see right there, it's working. They gashed Wayne State for 2 big plays, and now Wayne State's got to find an answer here.
See what they can do. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Got the ball at the 25-yard line. Brady McGill will hand this off to Forgy. Very patient, finds a nice gain to the outside, cuts his way back in for a gain of about 13 yards to move the chains.
And that's what Wayne State has to do. Really shout out to the right guard, number 77, Jake Steer from Bennington, getting into the second level and allowing him to go untouched for 7 yards, turned to a first down.
A lot of familiar faces on the Wayne State offensive line from the past few years. Looking outside, incomplete, in search of Dane Peterson, who has had one heck of a season playing that tight end position. 22 catches, 235 yards, and 5 touchdowns, all team highs for the Wildcats.
Great coverage by number 24, Caden Bolte of the Bemidji State Beavers.
Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Fakes the handoff. McGill lobbing it up near side, incomplete. Put a little bit too much under that in search of Keaton Bonderson. Throw might have sailed on McGill just a little bit. Comes into today 58% passing, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. Definitely a pocket passer, and whistles and a timeout called by Coach Bolte in Bemidji State. We'll take 1-2 with 9:54 to play in our first quarter. Bemidji State 7, Wayne State nothing. This is NCN.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location, offers so much care so close to home.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people.
Throw over the middle. It is caught. Dane Peterson sheds a tackle and then gang tackled across the 45-yard line. Heck of a throw by McGill into traffic, but the catch by Peterson moves the chains.
Yep, great catch by Peterson. Way to get up and high point that ball.
And he is such a good player. 6'4", 250 junior from Elkhorn. Love the in-state talent that we see on this Wayne State squad. McGill fakes the handoff. Wayne State looking to throw again. Over the middle of the field. Post route. Caught! Inside the 6-yard line. Ty Johnson.
Way to split those high safeties. Good job. That was just what Wayne State needed at that moment. We got first and goal. We need those big guys up front to make some movement.
8:52 play in quarter number 1. What a way to keep this drive alive. Heck of a throw by McGill right on Johnson. Some pretty good coverage as this is a handoff to Forgy. Forgy spinning around and brought down right about at the 2-yard line. Maybe call it the 3 depending on the spot.
Nice patient run by Forgy, getting behind his guys. finding an opportunity and getting where he can, getting that much closer.
Second and goal for Wayne State, trying to tie this game. Went 3 and out on their first drive, this time looking a lot better. And Brad, they're doing a good job moving the football through the air, too.
Yeah, they are. Bemidji's really crowded the box.
Handoff to Forgy. Forgy cuts back inside, pushing, but not able to cross the goal line. Beavers stand up.
Again, like I said, Bemidji State's front is doing a really good job of dictating that line of scrimmage, and their linebackers run downhill.
Ty Hamry, one of the players in on the tackle. Him and Jacob Dreetz. Third down. One receiver split out to the near side. That is Jones, Jason Jones. He comes across the formation, and Jason Jones gets the pitch. Jason Jones, not there. Stopped short of the goal line again. Fourth down and goal for Wayne State. And they've got to go, right, Brad?
They do. They do. I really think so. It's a big play for them. Number 51, last play, Caden Cook, really did a good job of coming up and stopping at the goal line.
They'll bring Jones in motion again. This time handed off to Forgy, and Forgy into the end zone. Touchdown, Wayne State. Dawson Forgy will not be denied this time, and the Wildcats are an extra point away from tying the game at 7.
Big shout out, number 7, Will Waschenberger. Moving that nose, allowing that seam for Forgy to step on in.
Boston Hensley on to try to kick this extra point. He's 22 for 22 on the season. This one is right through 23 for 23. And we are even up at 7 after a Wayne State answer. High fives all around from Logan Masters and crew as Dawson Forgy scores the touchdown with 6:40 to go in quarter number 1. This is News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Bryce, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Dawson Forgy, a 1-yard rushing touchdown. That is his 8th rushing touchdown of the season, as this is returnable by Bemidji State and then brought down hard. That's Caleb Miller. Barely gets past the 20-yard line.
Yep.
And the Beavers offense comes back on the field after throwing an interception in their first drive, picked off by Jess Kirchhoff. They move all the way down the field. 2 big plays, a 51-yard gasher to Jake Hill, and then a 38-yard rushing touchdown by Connor Carver.
Yeah, Wayne State's front four really needs to establish themselves this series. Last series, they gave them some confidence, and now we got to establish ourselves again at the line of scrimmage.
McAninch. No, rather, this is Connor Carver, who takes the first snap this drive and brings his way across the 23 to the 24-yard line for a gain of 4 on first down. Carver, a 6'3", 225 redshirt sophomore from Fort Dodge, Iowa. 431 rushing yards this season. Now 5 touchdowns. He's got a lot of speed. Looking to throw. Mechanic back into the game. Throws incomplete over the middle. Trying to find Drayton Lehman. Not able to hang on. They like that soft zone right across the middle. But linebackers are right there. Wayne State is not allowing those small plays.
Nope. Great read and reaction at that point by Wayne State. Now we'll see third and medium long. D-line's got to make some movement here. Get some pressure on the young quarterback.
And it's a team that does like to pressure the quarterback, leading the conference in sacks. And we might have a flag, false start, or might be a defensive.
Free play.
Might be a neutral zone. We'll see. A pass on the far side, nearly intercepted, too. See what the call is.
Outside.
Yep.
91. 5-yard penalty. Replay stay down.
So offside is the call. Just a jump on the outside.
Caught the D-line, listening, not looking. Got to watch the ball, fellas.
Is that something they harped on a lot for you guys? I mean, even on the offensive end, you have to know everything.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeper. This is Carver. Connor Carver. There he goes. Across the 30. No one will catch Connor Carver again. Touchdown, Bemidji State. No answer for the dual threat quarterback.
Great play set up.
71-yard touchdown. That is now his longest rushing touchdown of the season. Beats that by 20 yards. And Connor Carver has been the star today for Bemidji State.
Simple quarterback counter, kick out the end, and he's off to the races.
Connor Mantelli to kick. High snap on the PAT, but it is up and good. So a huge play by Connor Carver and Bemidji State, 71-yard rushing touchdown. And the Bemidji State Beavers with the lead, 14-7, 5:49 to go in quarter number 1. This is News Channel Nebraska.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Physician Services, Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Physician Services, Foot and Ankle.
71-yard rushing touchdown, fair catch called for and made by Ty Johnson. And that's where Wayne State will start. They will go to the 25-yard line. Well, let's talk a little bit about Connor Carver. He's the backup quarterback. Him and Mechanic, they switch sides depending on what the Beavers want to do. But every time Carver's been in the game, he's run. He's run for yardage of 38 for a touchdown, ran for a 4-yard gain, and then a 71-yard gasher to take the lead.
And it's just been so effective. They've done such a great job at Bemidji.
Looking to throw incomplete behind the intended receiver, Bonderson.
That last play, it just was, our linebackers moved up too close, got caught in the trash, kicked out the end, and off to the races.
A bit of a better throw might change things up there. Kalen Devin and Brad Hazing joining you on NCN, former O-lineman, Mr. Hazing. What position was specifically on the O-line?
Guard.
Oh,
right
nice
guard.
Dumping it off to Bonderson. That's his first catch of the day. And then hammered down after a short gain Nowhere to go. Brought down by this Beaver unit. And that time, it looks like Caden Bolte again made the tackle. Actually, credit that one to Gabe Ward.
Yeah, great job by the Bemidji State defense. Great team speed, just closing in, tracking near hit, making tackle.
Ward, the nickel back, 32 tackles this season, 3 TFLs, and 3rd down and 10. McGill dumps it off to Forgy on the screen and brought down by the interior D lineman, Tay Rice. Looked behind him, saw Forgy with the football in his hands, and just landed on him to bring him down.
Yep, Tay Rice was not fooled by that screen at all.
The offense for the Wildcats looking a little inconsistent to get this matchup going. Plenty of time to figure it out. As Jacob Burrell goes back on the field to punt this one away. Averaging about 40 yards per punt. Low snap, but the boot is up, and it's off. Fair catch called for, and that will flip the field nicely as Drayton Lehman calls for the fair catch. Mark it right at about the 29-yard line, 51-yard punt.
All right, now Wayne State's defense really needs to establish the line of scrimmage. Linebackers can't get caught up in the trash. I don't know if you put a spy on the quarterback, especially when Connor Carver is in.
So let me ask you this, Brad, as someone who didn't play college football, what's getting caught in the trash?
Just linebackers moving up too far forward, usually especially on either a draw or a counter. And when they say caught up in the trash, that those linemen are moving forward, and as you move side to side, you get caught in a group of guys.
McAninch looking to roll out. He'll run now. McAninch brought down after a nice gain of about 8 yards. Doesn't run a whole lot, but I like this story from this freshman from Mankato, Minnesota. What's really cool about Bart McAninch is that he visited almost every school in the NSIC when it came to looking for where he wanted to play college football at the next level. He even looked at some D1 universities like North Dakota, South Dakota State, landed on Bemidji State, and after being thrust into the starting role, I think he's probably pretty happy with his decision.
Yeah, he's an impressive young man. They've really done a good job with both these quarterbacks, establishing them in the run game.
McAninch will fake the handoff. Looking outside, lofting it for Hill, incomplete. Coverage for Wayne State. E.J. Davis in the area. 3rd down and 2. Pretty evident that the Beavers don't run the football a lot, and when they do, they like to call their quarterback's number.
Well, they've run a lot today.
Finding ways to break open on the ground, and it's been big runs that have really opened up this ball game so far. 3rd and 2 for the Beavers, 4 wide receivers. The running back is Sam Caney. The fullback to the left of McAninch. He'll try to create a lane and nowhere to go. That ball is on the ground. Wayne State says they've got it. And they do.
Oh, huge break for Wayne State.
Wildcats get a fumble recovery to get the football back on 3rd and short.
I say big break, but great teams make their breaks, and Wayne State did a great job covering that quarterback run.
Fantastic job, able to recover the fumble. Fumble recovered by Alex Kowalczyk. That's a name that you'll love to hear for Wayne State, one of the stars on this defense. Wayne State is looking to throw now, and that's intercepted. After recovering the fumble, McGill looked to the outside and had his pass picked off by who else other than Caden Bolte. First interception of the season for Bolte. Brady McGill throws his 4th pick of the year. I was just about to talk about Wayne State. 4th in the NSIC in fumbles recovered, 1st in fumbles forced, not able to take advantage of the turnover.
Yep. High snap and pressure kind of doomed that play from the start. Forced the young freshman to throw a ball that I bet he wishes he has back.
The difficult thing is that Bolte was just playing that safety position perfectly to cut up under and pick off that ball.
Yep.
Looking to run, it is Brown. Antonio Brown, nowhere to go. In fact, he loses yardage. Caden Sutton in there on the play defensively, able to push that line back.
Yeah, Caden Sutton the tackle. Carter Sitzman really sets that up, though, forcing that lineman back behind the line of scrimmage, allowing his linebackers and his other D linemen to come in and make the tackle. That kid's impressive.
Luke Lambert has his helmet popped off, so Max Chapman has to enter the game. Second down and 11 for Bart McKenich. Wide receiver in motion is Lehman. Rolling out, looking, throws on the run. It is caught. Nice grab by Caleb Miller. And he gets positive yardage in a great spot to move the chains for the first down. They call forward progress big time.
Well-executed play. Nice rollout, finding that space between the zones of coverage and executing a nice pass. First down for Bemidji State.
This Beaver offense, 13th in the conference in passing, but they are not shying away from throwing the football. They run this one to the outside, and nowhere to go for Brown.
Go.
Swallowed up. Kamel Johnson finished that play off for the Wildcats.
And that's the Wayne State front seven that we know. Downhill, physical, attack the line of scrimmage, play long, get your hands in the right spot. Great job by that front seven.
Bemidji State not able to run the football a lot today. They average about 175 rushing yards on the ground, but whenever you're playing the number one rushing defense in the country, not a lot that they can do. This pass is bobbled by Brown, and he's lit up after a short gain close to the original line of scrimmage. Wayne State, though, they are a nationally ranked defense. They're 25th in scoring defense, 6th in rush defense, 12th in total defense, and what's even better for them, 15th in the country in third down percentage.
Yeah, as I said before, the two scores they've had are just big plays. Figure that out, and we're going to be just fine.
First quarter today brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. They're building a legacy in Norfolk, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. Looking over the middle, caught by Hill, short of the first down. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day. Yankton Medical Clinic brings up fourth and short and decision time for Bemidji State, but Beavers might not have to decide what they want to do yet. They can wait till the quarter to run out, and we'll see what they want to do as we start quarter number 2. As we reach the end, we got a 14-7 ball game. Bemidji State with a touchdown lead over Wayne State, thanks to some big run plays on the ground by Connor Carver, doing a great job finding some space, scoring on this defense. We're back with quarter number 2 on NCN next. Well, a heck of a start for Bemidji State. They lead 14-7 over Wayne State. 120 rushing yards against this number one rushing unit defensively in Wayne State. And all it's been, Brad, has been 2 big plays. That's really all it's been.
Yeah. But Bemidji's had a nice game plan, like just that last little slant route, just softening up this very aggressive Wayne State defense.
Fourth down, they're going to go, and it's Connor Carver, And he is there for the first down and then some. Gain of about 5 yards to move the chains for the Beavers.
Yeah, really impressive again. The redshirt sophomore just making things happen. There really wasn't much of a hole there, just grinding his way to that first down. Clayton short on their own side, going 1 and 5. Bemidji's being very aggressive in their play calling.
It's what you need to do, trying to figure some things out. After the 0-5 start, they're playing with a little bit of confidence. They're getting the win over Northern State a week ago. Handoff up the middle. This is Incabrera. And Justin Incabrera, a short gain. We have another helmet popped off from Connor Kovas.
And, if you watch that Northern State film with Bemidji, Northern State's a good team. It's a team that Wayne fell to. And Bemidji played them very well. Were very physical up front with them. So, I thought that this was going to be a good game for Wayne State to play, because I really felt that Bemidji was going to come in and trying to figure themselves out, because they have talent on this roster, as you can clearly see.
Second down and 10. Receiver to the outside is Lehman. He's in the slot. He gets the throw on the RPO. Drayton Lehman with a block, and then bullied down across the 30-yard line. Call it the 31. So where that is spotted after a quick RPO, which is something that has really taken college football by storm the last few years. RPOs are seen in almost every offense across the country now.
Yeah, it's the new option offense is what it is. It allows that quarterback multiple options to release the ball and to spread your defense. Great job by the Wayne State secondary in closing in on that play.
3rd and 4 for the Beavers. It's Connor Carver who's in the backfield now as the quarterback. Fakes the handoff to Incabrera. Carver will throw. Looking downfield and incomplete, and a flag comes out from the line judge for a pass interference call.
Yep.
Kamel Johnson in coverage for Wayne State.
Such a hard position because you're trying to make sure that you're step in step, and you just got to turn that last second. He turns that last second, it's not pass interference.
Was looking for Elliott Loney on that deep ball, and that is the tough thing. And quarterbacks, again, in today's game, can search for that too.
Oh,
in
absolutely.
Certain spots. Search for some of those situations to get a call if you can, if it's one-on-one coverage.
Yep. Corner's one of the toughest positions to play on defense. Corners just have to have a mentality of almost just ice in your veins and just letting it go when it happens, because you can do everything right and things just may call against you.
Carver still in the game. Hands this off to Incabrera. Moves forward across the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jess Kerschel again on the tackle.
All over the place.
Yep. Way to run downhill.
Talk about those linebackers. Clyde Hinton, Jess Kerschel, and Alex Kowalczyk. Really good group of backers coached by Scott McLaughlin, who's been a part of this team for 19 seasons now.
Yeah, he's done a really solid job with this front seven.
Back into the game at quarterback, McAnich. He'll step up in the pocket, look to run. McAnich moving forward down to the 5-yard line before being tackled. Good escapability by the quarterback, McAnich. And these two guys are so flexible on what they can do with the football in their hands.
You know, that was almost seen as it was designed. It was spread your defense, take one look. If it's there, go.
First and goal for Bemidji State. Incabrera, the running back to the right side of McAnich, looking to throw. It is incomplete. Jarred loose at the last second. Looking on the near side. Heck of a job defensively.
Number 21, E.J. Davis. What a great job turning that last second. Making a play in the end zone. Great job, young man.
Now looking for Lucas Peterson on the near side. Second down and goal. Hands this off in Cabrera, hits the defensive line, and being shoved right into the middle of both the offense and the defensive lines.
Credit the two interior guys there. Number 98, Caden Sutton, the 290-pound senior, knocking that offensive guard right off. Splitting the double team, making the tackle.
Got something by the official. Just resetting the game clock. 3rd down and goal for the Beavers. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side. It's in Cabrera in the backfield.
Yep, spreading.
Throwing, it is incomplete, searching to the slant route. That goes through the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete. Is that Connor Carver? Lined up as wide receiver. He was the one who had that pass just jarred away. So Carver's doing everything today. He's throwing, he's running, and he's trying to catch the football too.
You know, they always say put your best 11 guys on the field, best 11 athletes, and boy, they are. They are at Bemidji.
Out to attempt the PAT is Connor Mantelli. Kick is down, nearly blocked, but it is good. And the lead by the Beavers extended to 17-7 as Connor Mantelli stays perfect on the season, 5 for 5 from field goals now.
Yep, Bemidji comes away with 3 points, but great job by the Wayne State defense of bending, not breaking. That goal line stand was huge for them at this critical moment in the game.
Takes us into a quick timeout, 11:27 to go, first half. This is NCN.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Well, it's Dawson Forgy on the kick return, trying to find some space, and he falls forward at the 30-yard line. So after a field goal attempt by Mantelli was good for the Beavers, had it 1st and goal and not able to convert. So a nice job by the Wildcat defense. You'll take that victory to hold the Beavers to just 3. But the lead is now 10 for Bemidji State.
Absolutely, especially when they're spreading the ball and trying to get Carver into space, either at quarterback or at wideout, we just saw.
Yeah, but he's been doing a great job getting involved in the offense, and it's been a big idea for Brent Bolte, who's been talking about blue-collar mentality ever since that he took over the head coaching position of Bemidji State. That's a blue-collar thing to do, to put your quarterback at wide receiver.
It is. But, you know, they're trying to find ways to win, and they're getting probably their best kids on the field where they can. Big play, the last one by number 92, Tay Rice, the redshirt freshman out of Chicago for the Beavers.
Man, he's been doing a heck of a job on the defensive line. Throwing outside, that pass is caught by Alex Phelps, the speedster from right here in Wayne, and he picks up the first down. Alex Phelps, a really good athlete. He leads the team in average, in terms of receiving average. 11 catches, now 12 on the season, almost 150 yards. He is fast.
Yep. Good play call by Wayne State, getting him in space and allowing him to do work out there.
1st and 10 after the quick gain to Phelps. McGill looking, has a lot of time, throws, finds Peterson on the near side. Dane Peterson with a stiff arm and brought out of bounds right at the 24-yard line for another big gain. And now the Wildcat offense starting to find a rhythm.
Great job by those front five, keeping that Bemidji State defense out. Miguel could ate a sandwich and made that completion. Great job, fellas.
34-yard completion to Dane Peterson. Ball just outside of the red zone, and as we say, that false start on the left guard, that's Quentin Fuller.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier. I really like watching film, watching that young kid. Redshirt freshman out of Creston, Iowa. Little undersized, but really physical at the point of attack. He's a lot of fun to watch.
Small town in Iowa. Quentin Fuller making his start.
Kind of around your neck of the woods, isn't it?
Around my neck of the woods in southwest Iowa. Looking to throw McGill, lobbing it outside, incomplete. Oh, and a flag. Throwing that flag in coverage on Reese Sheldon and Keaton Bonderson.
We'll see what this...
Wow. To me, that's a tough call.
That's a tough call on Bemidji. As much as I probably am a little biased up here for the Cats, that's a tough call for Bemidji.
And you can see on the replay there was a hook of the arm, so that's something that was allowing Bonderson not to create that separation. So according to our cameras, shows like it's a good call by the official. You can make that whenever you can go back and check it out. Sometimes in real time it's so difficult to see, which is why we got to credit these officials down there.
It's the right call. It's absolutely the right call.
First down and 10. McGill hands off to Forgy. Dawson Forgy slicing his way up the field and still on his feet to the outside before finally being brought down by a crew of Beavers.
Yep. That's led by big number 77. Jake Steyer again, pulling around, getting inside, getting to second level. And then again, I say over and over again, Dawson Forgy, just a patient runner and hits the hole hard when he has the opportunity. Great run.
Gain of 7 yards. It's second down and 3. Inside the red zone. Fake the handoff. McGill looking for Peterson outside off his right hand and incomplete. Peterson bottled up. Caden Bolte right behind him. It's a tough matchup, though. You're looking at 6'1" Caden Bolte and 6'4" Dane Peterson.
Actually, a really good throw by McGill. I know it was incomplete, but throwing it on his outside, not putting it in any danger. It's only second down. You've got 3 yards to go. Don't make a costly mistake at this point of the game.
Forgy to the right of McGill. Wide receiver is Phelps on the near side. Third down. Handoff. Forgy has a lane. Dawson Forgy gets the first down, I believe.
He's close.
We'll check that marker. He might be short.
Nope.
And they will move the chains. So first and goal now for Wayne State. Always hard to tell from this angle, but makes his way across the line. First and goal.
Yep. They're really stacking the box right now on the goal line. Great job of Forgy making something out of nothing, really, there.
McGill hands off Forgy. Nice stutter step to the outside. Dawson Forgy walks into the end zone for a Wayne State touchdown. And he's fired up. They're all fired up right there. A nice block set up by Colton Andrews. He's been flexing to his team as they're walking off the field, and Forgy's got his second touchdown of the day.
Yep, great block by him on the outside. Great job by Forgy, too, cutting back. Great field vision, getting to the outside and getting 6 for the Cats.
Boston Hensley on for the PAT. Snap down, kick is up and good. Boston Hensley remains perfect from PAT this season. 17-14, still a 3-point lead for Bemidji State, but the Wildcats drive down the field and cap it off with a Forgy touchdown. It's a 3-point game in Wayne, America on NCN.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! to stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Icy cold drinks? Check. Tasty snacks? Double check. Fast fuel and room for the whole crew? You know it.
Be aggressive! And make sure to go to Speedy Mart after the game.
My name is Jeannie Harris, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I choose to work for Elkhorn Valley Bank because of their value in the community, their value with the customer, and their value with their employees. Borrowers should work with Elkhorn Valley Bank because we offer a wide array of programs, whether you need a 100% finance loan or a conventional loan where you have a down payment. We work with everyone. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Wildcats drive down the field and score a touchdown. Dawson Forgy 4 yards for his second score as Hensley boots this kick away into the end zone for a touchback. The ball comes back out to the 25, and Bemidji State trying to see if they can keep that offense moving. They've been having a good time in terms of creating good offensive plays. They've been creative, and that's been one of the ways they've been moving this football.
Yeah, getting Connor Carver out in space, either at quarterback, like we said, at wideout, has been really important in their offense. We were talking on the break just how important that goal line stance was, and the fact that we're starting to see Wayne State's offensive line make some movement on that Bemidji front four.
5 wide receivers in the formation for Bemidji State. Looking to throw, McAninch. This pass is caught by Lehman. Nowhere to go. Short gain on the curl route. About 5 yards to move up to the 30. They've run that play a few times today.
We're going to try to soften up that aggressive front seven for Wayne State through those quick slants and out routes.
Stacked wide receivers to both sides. McAninch looking, lofts it over the middle. Wide open is Carver. Connor Carver limping a bit inside the 10, the 5, and dragged into the end zone for a touchdown. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Connor Carver just hidden behind the defense and was trying to put the team on his back, carry his way into the end zone at the receiver position. He's got 3 scores today, all of them for the Beavers. 2 on the ground, 1 in the air.
Second mistake by the Wayne State secondary in terms of gashing in between those zones. Wayne State's got to find an answer for that. That Carver is an absolute warrior.
Kick is
impressive.
Up and good. Connor Carver, what he does, he puts the team on his back, though. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Unbelievable job by this redshirt sophomore quarterback turned wide receiver.
Looks like he either had an ankle injury or pulled a hamstring or a cramp right at the 10-yard line and still drove into the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been pulling something there. We'll check on him and hope that he is okay. I wanted to shout out to our instant replay sponsors. Thanks to Madison County Bank. They're here to help you grow. And Mead Lumber, making you feel at home from design to finish. So now that lead extended back to 10. What I think is so fascinating about this Bemidji State team, Connor Carver, he had 1 catch for 2 yards coming into this game. So they used him, didn't get him the ball a whole lot, but now really a part of the offense.
Yeah, they really had a great game plan of getting him involved in this offense, and boy, it has been effective so far in this first half.
Kalen Devin, Brad Hazing with you today on NCN, and what's the thought process trying to get a guy like Carver involved?
Well, I think it's just that even high school coach mentality. Sometimes you overthink big guy here, quick guy here. Sometimes you just got to put your best 11 athletes on the field, and Bemidji's just doing a good job of getting that young man into space, whether it's like I said, at the quarterback position or out as a wideout. They've just done a good job of getting him in space and allowing him to use athleticism, and you just saw the result of it right there.
A free kick out of bounds will move the football to the 35-yard line, get a nice 10-yard advantage on this drive for Wayne State. McGill hands this off, and not a lot of space, just about a gain of 3 yards. Ball carried by Brennan Hayes.
I do like the play call and the play scheme by offensive coordinator Brody Rohak. I like the fact that we're not panicking. We're trusting in our front. We're trusting in one of the better running backs in the conference. Let's stay on task. Let's make an answer.
McGill throws double coverage, picked off. Not the best idea to throw that into traffic. Giannis Kasende with the interception, patrolling that defense like a middle fielder, a center fielder in baseball, and just picks it off.
Yeah, I just made that comment about keeping on, making sure that we're establishing our front, establishing our running back, and then we throw into double coverage and get a pick. All right, defense, now we really have to have an answer here and a drive stop, get the ball back.
2 interceptions on the day now for Brady McGill. Brings out this Bemidji State offense, which has been having a lot of fun. They haven't been moving the ball consistently, but they've been moving it in big chunks. Short gain by the Beavers. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
And you don't see Carver out there right now. Wonder if that was a little more than just a cramp, or they need him out here. He's pretty dynamic for their offense.
3 wide receivers tripped up to the near side. 1 to the far side. McAnich looking, pumps, and is brought down from behind. Wayne State defense all over the place. James Frank, one of the many guys in there on the sack.
That's all 4 of those guys. Way to go. Way to collapse that pocket and just drive that back. Nowhere for that quarterback to go.
Cutter Sitzman, Luke Lambert, Caden Sutton, your starters on the front 4 for Wayne State. They lead the conference in sacks. That's their first of the day. Just under 6 to play in half number 1. 24-14 is the score. Throws outside, screen pattern, and Lehman nowhere to go, swarmed. And this will bring out the punt unit for Bemidji State. So after an interception on offense by Wayne State, Wildcat defense
up there after that interception. You can see, though, the difference in that offense when Carver is in and Carver is not is noticeable. You just saw that in the last 3 plays.
Yeah, he just provides a spark as this is booted away, takes a bounce, and continues to roll. A nice Beaver bounce down to the 23-24-yard line. 5 minutes to go in our first half, 24-14. Wayne State with the football after the nice boot by Connor Mantelli, who does both the punting and kicking duties for Bemidji State. You don't see that a lot in college football today.
No, you don't. You don't see that very much at all. He had a nice kick there, really nice kick. Put in the corner, didn't allow for the return. Let's see what Wayne State can do with 5 minutes left before the half.
First play throw near side to Phelps, trying to get him in some open space, and he does. Alex Phelps finally out of bounds after a nice gain all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's a great play call for 2 reasons. Number one, you get Phelps in space, as we said before. He's a very dynamic player for the Cats. And also, after an interception, allows the redshirt freshman, Brady McGill, to get a little confidence back as we set that going.
21 yards on the catch and run to Alex Phelps. 5 wide receivers. McGill is alone. He's thrown 2 picks today. Fakes the handoff to Forgy and then finds Dane Peterson over the middle for a gain of 11 to move the chains yet again.
Nice setup. We really need to keep getting that young man involved, number 87.
He had 5 catches for 54 yards last week against Winona State. Best game of the season came in the opener against in-state rival UNK. 6 catches, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That was a game that I know Wayne State wants to have back.
Yeah, I agree.
Toss to the outside for Brennan Hayes, and Hayes is picked up and then thrown down at the 40-yard line.
4-yard gain there. Good. Just keep moving the sticks. Stay in the head. Get yourself into second and medium, third and manageable. You've got time.
Doing a really nice job at keeping the play calling fresh and new. They're not one-dimensional today.
No. They're doing a really good job of spreading the defense.
It's Hayes again. Hayes gashes the defense close to the first down marker. Might be just a hair short. We'll check the spot.
Yeah, nice job running downhill, getting behind those guys up front, finding the seam, getting that extra yard or 2, getting into third and short.
Hayes remains in the game as the running back takes the carry. Brennan Hayes with a first down and more across the 25-yard line down to the 22.
Again, great job by the right side of that line, starting with 70, Will Waschenberger, Jake Steyer, and Luke Vanderweede, just getting up to that second level. He wasn't touched for 6 yards, and then he finished it off with another power running game. Great job, guys.
Midwestern offensive line, 3 Iowa boys. You got a Sioux Falls guy, and then Steyer from Bennington. Handoff Forgy. They keep it on the ground. Hits his offensive lineman, ran into Vanderweed, and then brought down. Still gets about 3 yards.
Again, like I said, I say it over and over again, but everyone talks about Forgy and his breakaway speed, and he does. He's got a really great ability to break away. But I just love the fact on these type of plays, he takes what he can get, turns a 1-yard run into a 3-yard run, which then can get you into second, medium, third, and short. Just keep moving the chains.
As we've reached the 2-minute timeout, Bemidji State 24, Wayne State 14. Wildcats have the ball. They are knocking on the door inside the 20-yard line, looking for a big score to wrap up our first half. You're watching NCN.
Whether you're rolling up in a semi, pulling a horse trailer, heading to the lake with your boat, or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart is your stop. Fuel up fast, grab your favorite snacks, stretch out with plenty of parking, and step inside for a roomy store and friendly faces. And hey, teams love it before and after the game. Speedy Mart convenience stores, fueled for every road.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Second down is 7 for Wayne State. Moving the football inside Beaver territory. Throws to the outside. This is Peterson. Peterson still pushing through tacklers. Gets about 3 to 4 yards, which almost was a gain of nothing, but was dragging the defense behind him. Jeremiah Robinson hanging on for dear life.
That's why I said I just really like the fact that they're getting him more involved. Just a big physical tight end. He took nothing and made it into a 2-3 yard gain.
3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. In motion is Elijah Hudson. Now Phelps goes back to that outside too. And Coach Masters calls a timeout. for Wayne State. We'll keep it here. Thank you so much for joining us on NCN. Kalen Devin, Brad Hazing, former offensive lineman for Wayne State. You played what years?
Played 2001 to 2005.
What was your favorite part about playing college football?
Honestly, I think for me it was just, game days are always fun, but really it's just the camaraderie, the brotherhood, working with your fellow man toward a common goal, and just the relationships that I've had over there, and I still have. One of the things I always treasure is one of the people that sits with me on the NSA Board of Directors, Dr. Nick Wemhoff. Big shout out to Dr. Wemhoff if he's watching. Dr. Nick was a defensive tackle here, Humphrey St. Francis graduate. We had a lot of local kids at the time, and just that was really just the relationships you had, and honestly, the winter conditioning. It's you form a special bond with someone you suffer with together. So that probably was the best part of here, and just going to this great college. I've really enjoyed my experience at Wayne State College.
I think you could put that on a T-shirt for high school kids in football camps.
Yep. There you go, Wayne
create
State.
Bonds with
There's
guys
your
you
promo.
suffer with. There's your promo from a former lineman. Looking in trouble. McGill nowhere to go and brought down. Kohler Kilty brings down McGill on the QB keeper.
Great pressure by Bemidji State. Collapsing that pocket, really giving him nowhere to go.
McGill was able to gain a yard, maybe two, as Boston Henley comes out for a big kick.
Make it into a one-score game.
This, a 32-yard field goal for Hensley. He's 2 for 6 and a bobbled snap. Hensley picks it up. Nowhere to go, and he's brought down. Another Wildcat mistake.
Very unusual. They've been really solid on special teams. Tough break for the Wildcats. Got to come out and make a stop now. Get into the half.
40 seconds to go in half number one. In Bemidji State, the 1-5 Beavers got their first win last week against Northern State, 24-21, and they're trying to repeat on the road in Wayne right before their bye week.
I really like Bemidji State's game plan today. They've really done a good job of corralling Wayne State's offense. At the same time, really working hard to get that number 19, get Connor Carver in space, and I'm going to take a knee and get into half.
Bemidji State has won the last few matchups against Wayne State. This is a different Beaver team as of old. Been much better under the leadership of Brent Bolte. This year, you look at that record, you might say, Brad, they're a little bit down. But who have they played? They played a really good Michigan Tech team. Winona State's been solid. Sioux Falls has been pretty good. Augustana's nationally ranked. Minot State's 3-3. Teams that have all been pretty good and competitive against those teams.
And this is a team also, there's a lot of players on there that are still there from the playoff teams that they've had the last several years. So these guys know how to win.
And they're trying to do it again today. Searching for their second straight win, leading 24-14 over the Wayne Wildcats. Wayne State Wildcats in Wayne, America. We'll take our halftime break and come back with your halftime highlights next on NCN.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
It's time to get in the game. When you team up with teammates, you don't need pads or a playbook. 1 hour a week can encourage a student in your community to win in school and in life. Hundreds of young people are waiting for a mentor to show up and build their confidence, character, and hope for the future. Be the teammate every young person deserves. The clock is ticking. Sign up at teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Physician Services, Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Physician Services, Foot and Ankle.
24-21, Bemidji State with the lead over Wayne State at the break. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska. Kaylin Devin, Brad Hazing, and now joining us for our halftime interview for a little bit more about Wayne State College, Dr. Bob Mahusky. Bob, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being here. You know, it's a great day in Wayne, and our fans are here, and we're just excited to host another great football game.
Do you ever get to see this viewpoint of the field?
No, honestly, I've kind of been looking at this lens, and I like it. Maybe I should make this a permanent gig up here.
You say, hey, where can I find a seat? Can I get a spot in here?
Yeah, I like it.
So, Bob, how long have you been with the college now?
Yeah, so I've been with the college and the foundation since really May. I have taken over the CEO of the foundation, and, you know, really excited to be here because what makes Wayne State so special is the people. And no doubt I show up every day, and it's the students, faculty, staff, our amazing donors and alumni that really make this place special. So I'm having a lot of fun.
Well, tell me a little bit about what the Wayne State Foundation does.
Yeah, so we are really the fundraising arm of the institution. You know, there's a lot of great priorities going on right now, and the foundation really leads the charge in helping make those priorities a reality. And you know, we work to engage with our alumni and friends, and we want to make sure that fundraising and engagement piece really go hand in hand. And we're just excited about what the future holds for us.
What's been the best part about it so far?
You know, I think there's just so much potential here at the college. You walk through the campus, and it's just beautiful. Our facilities are really well cared for. We're doing some amazing new facilities with just recently the athletic recreation complex, the bubble, the BB atrium suite. It's just all of it is really good momentum. And what I hear when alumni and friends come back to the institution is they're blown away. They can't believe all of the great things that are happening here.
So many facilities, so much construction that continues to see more renovations. Let's talk a little bit about some of those fundraising initiatives, such as some scholarships and then the Brandenburg Hall renovation. Talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, scholarships really will be always our number one priority. We want to make sure that students who are coming to Wayne are set for success, and we know that financial piece is a big thing that students struggle with. And so Wayne State College has put the motto forward that every student is going to receive a scholarship, and we take that very seriously here. Just in fact, last year the foundation gave over $2 million worth of scholarships to our students, and that is something pretty impressive for the size of our institution. And so we're really going to focus on making sure that we're moving that needle up and giving more and more dollars out and awarding more scholarships every year.
That's fantastic, especially because of the students. You might come from different situations, different scenarios. Really cool to give them more opportunities. And how about the Brandenburg Hall renovation?
Yeah, so, you know, Dr. Ramus, President Ramus, says this the best, but we know that students are not successful when they don't use their resources. And so we want to make sure that when they are on campus day one, that they have all of their resources, but we want to make that as convenient and most structured as possible. And so the Brandenburg Student Success Center will allow for us to put all of our resources in one area and allow for our students to go to the financial aid office, career services, whatever they need at that time. They don't have to leave the building. And so we really feel that this is going to help put the students' best foot forward on day one. And so that project is a big project for us. We're going to completely renovate Brandenburg. You know, I think the last time that facility actually had any renovations was probably in the 70s. And so you can imagine where we need to take it. A lot of it is moving the elevator and staircase out of the center of the building to the front of it, so that way we can use more aerial space within that building. But we believe Brandenburg, it's at the heart of campus. It's really going to help our students continue to be successful and really help with our retention rate in the end. We want to continue to move that needle up and make sure that students are successful on day one.
Well, how about students that graduate and the alumni right now?
Yeah.
How about any recent awards, anything like that?
Yeah, so we just did our Alumni Achievement Awards and then also our 10 under 10 awards. And both of those awards, well, the 10 under 10 highlight individuals who have been recent graduates within the last 10 years. And these are individuals who are doing wonderful things within their careers. And so we feel it's important for us to tell their story so that way our current student body can see what their peers are doing as they just graduate from Wayne, and we want them to look to do the same thing. And so that's a great tradition now that we have here on campus. We have the other alumni awards, the Outstanding Achievement, and these are individuals who we represent in the 4 schools here. And they're doing great things within their career, and they're really what we feel are what the power of a Wayne State College degree can do. And we're just excited that we were able to bring all those individuals back. And then, of course, we did the Service Award for the Foundation, and this is an award that recognizes individuals who really step up to not only engage with our campus, but also in a philanthropic way. And so it's our way to say thank you, but to also showcase to our community of how an individual, or individuals in this case, can really lift up an area.
Last thing for you, Bob. What about some upcoming events?
Yeah, so we're really going to be looking to focus on engagement around the region and also the country. Our alumni office is going to be focusing on making sure that folks in Omaha, Sioux City, Norfolk, Columbus, Arizona have an opportunity to come together. And so I would encourage folks to look at our website and social media pages because we'll have more information coming out. We're also really excited to announce that we're going to be forming an alumni board. And this is going to be a great volunteer opportunity for our alumni to really get involved on a volunteer capacity and helping us think about creatively how we can bring alumni and friends together. And so more to come on that in the future, too.
Fantastic. Dr. Bob Mahusky, the CEO of the Wayne State Foundation, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, and go Cats.
Go Cats. We have more coming up next, our halftime highlights and getting ready for the third quarter against Bemidji State next on News Channel Nebraska.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
On your way to the big game.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing
I got this.
or in our business and industrial technology programs
I got this.
or in NCAA athletics
You got this.
and especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
get started at explorewayneStateCollege.com.
Back on News Channel Nebraska as we are getting ready for quarter number 3. And we'll take a look at some of our halftime highlights here today after that fun first half between Bemidji State and Wayne State. Take a look here. The Beavers with the football first, launching it downfield, finding Jake Hill for a huge gain all the way down inside Wildcat territory. Huge play, but then the very next play, well, we had an interception a little bit earlier. This, though, is the story of Connor Carver. Connor Carver, quarterback, running back, wide receiver. He can do it all, Brad.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not free safety and assistant coach. And
Throwing downfield, Wayne State looking for a big play. They find a big catch over the middle by Ty Johnson. Finish it off with a Dawson Forgey touchdown and makes that score 7-7. As soon as the Wildcats got back into things, it was Bemidji State back to Connor Carver. This time a 71-yard touchdown run. No one able to catch him, and he's got 2 touchdowns today. And the Beavers on the roll with now a 1-touchdown lead, 14-7. Connor Carver, you can see this time trying to move forward. And this is where things got interesting. The ball came out. Carver fumbled it. It was recovered by Kowalczyk. And Wayne State gets the football back. But for just a moment, Brad, what happened just the very next play gave the football back to the Beavers. A bobbled snap, some pressure, and the pass picked off by the free safety of Bemidji State. Caden Bolte gave the ball back to Bemidji State. They were able to get a field goal, 17-7. Now the score, finding Dane Peterson wide open down the field. He rumbles his way into Wildcat territory. From that point on, Wayne State looking to move the football again. They're trying to get Dane more involved.
Yep, and I think he's the X factor this second half, getting him more involved in the passing game, softening up that Bemidji State secondary, who actually I've been really impressed with Bemidji State's defense so far. Their bend don't break. They're not allowing Wayne State to have big opportunities for gash plays. I'm really impressed with them for the first half.
Touchdown by Dawson Forgey, his second score of the day, getting the Wildcats back into business. Moving back down the field. And here's the Connor Carver catch, limping his way into the end zone. He might have been dragged down a little bit before, but Wildcats went for the strip.
Yeah, and that's why I just commented on the fact that that kid's just a warrior. He's not only extremely talented, super tough. Yeah, he's a difference maker when they're in the offense, or when he's in the offense, I mean.
And then this ball thrown into traffic. McGill not able to make the best throw on it. Intercepted. Giannis Kasende gave the ball back to the Beavers. And here's a sack for the first time today by the Wayne State Wildcat defense. But from that point on, nothing yet. 24-14 is the score. Your halftime highlights. Thanks for joining us on NCN here today. We got to look at some of our upcoming broadcasts that we've got. We got triple header of football here today. We have 3 college football games going on. UNK and Doane also in action, so we're excited to be a part of the trifecta. But other matchups that we have in the future, on Thursday we'll get Elkhorn Valley in Summerlin. That's going to be an interesting matchup in 8-man football.
Yeah, speaking from a superintendent of an 8-man football team, I really think that that's going to be a really intriguing matchup. 2 teams trying to get their way into the playoffs. I'm kind of excited to see what comes out of that game.
Norfolk Catholic Battle Creek on Friday, and then Creighton Prep and Westside. That is going to be one of the games of the entire week, one of the games of the year, Prep and Westside, after a dominant Westside win last night. Then we'll get into the Central Conference Volleyball Tournament on Saturday and the Mid-States Conference Tournament on Tuesday of next week. Lots of things, or rather Thursday of next week. Lots of things for you to check out on NCN. We'll take you into a quick timeout and come back for kickoff in quarter number 3 next on News Channel Nebraska.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! You're bound to stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Icy cold drinks? Check. Tasty snacks? Double check. Fast fuel and room for the whole crew? You know it.
Be aggressive! And make sure to go to Speedy Mart after the game.
Third quarter almost underway. 24-14, Bemidji State with the lead over Wayne State. Kalen Devin and Brad Hazing joining you today on NCN. Brad, the superintendent at Wausau, also a former Wayne State offensive lineman.
Go Vikings, go Cavs.
Oh, you had the consolidation with Osmond this year in football, and that's been really fun. Unfortunately, took the first loss last night.
Yeah, took a tough one last night. Unfortunately, big shout out to a former Wayne State Crofton's coach, John Ostermeyer, had a great game plan for us, and so hopefully our kids can regroup after that game, and they will. Coach Bowie and the group will get them back on track this week.
Forgy brought down by Bemidji State's Elliott Loney, a wide receiver playing a little bit of kickoff and able to make that tackle. Brings out this Wayne State offense, who has been really good at times, and they've been pretty inconsistent at times. A few turnovers. They had 2 interceptions thrown by Brady McGill in that first half. Brad, what does Wayne State need to do to stay away from these turnovers and move the ball consistently down the field?
Like I said, I think they need to get number 87, get him more involved. And then
look at this run by Forgy. He busts through the tackles. Dawson Forgy gets a block from Andrews and brought down right outside the 10.
They can do that, too. That's just fine.
Dawson Forgy looked like he might have been bottled up for just a moment, busted his way through, and there's the speed, Brad, that you talked about earlier.
Breakaway speed.
Not only the patience, but the speed.
Yep. He did a great job just sitting behind his line, waiting for his opportunity. You see right there.
Kind of squirts out of there.
Yep. Gets out of there, springs free, gets to the sideline. Great job by Forgy.
So the big gain makes it puts Wayne State in the red zone, 1st and 10. A short carry by Brennan Hayes as they give Forgy a much-needed breather, and a well-deserved breather after the 64-yard dash.
Yep, tough run by Hayes up the middle.
How do you feel as an offensive lineman if your running back breaks a big gain and they keep him in the game for the next play?
It's awesome. And it's fun to go back right up the middle and just trying to work to impose your will. This is mental as much as it is physical. Giving those guys the confidence up front to say, hey, we're going to take over this game.
Trying to get this second half off to a hot start. McGill gets the handoff. It's Hayes again, right up the gut, and this time brought down a little bit short of that first down marker. Nice tackle by the Beavers. Tay Rice again in on another stop.
Again, you see Bemidji going big package on defense. Pack in the box.
Tay Rice, 6'1", 270 for Tay Rice, which for a nose tackle really isn't that big. It's big, not as big as it could be.
No, but what I like about this Tay Rice kid is he's just real good with his hands up front. He creates separation.
Out to Hayes, trying to get that corner, and picks up the first down. Not quite to the pylon, but Brennan Hayes moves the chains and makes it 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the 2.
That's what you got to do when they pack the box. Get outside, force that defense to spread out, especially in the red zone where everything is compacted.
And take a look at the replay here again. Nice blocks set up on the outside. Really wanted to push into the end zone, not quite able to get there. Forgy gets the handoff and will walk into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, his 3rd of the day.
Just what the doctor ordered. Great job up front. Great job, Forgy. Getting the push they need, getting the confidence back in the young quarterback, getting the confidence back with those guys up front. Dictating the line of scrimmage.
A little prescription of Dawson Forgy. Never hurt Wayne State at all. Man, it might hurt the defense a little bit. Brings out Boston Hensley for the PAT. Snap down kick is up and good. Much better to see last time as the Wildcats had an opportunity earlier in the first half to kick a field goal. The snap was bad, and unfortunately for them, not able to get that. But they do get the touchdown here. 24-21, 12:37 to go. 3rd quarter, this is NCN.
My name is Jeannie Harris, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I choose to work for Elkhorn Valley Bank because of their value in the community, their value with the customer, and their value with their employees. borrowers should work with Elkhorn Valley Bank because we offer a wide array of programs, whether you need a 100% finance loan or a conventional loan where you have a down payment. We work with everyone. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Whether you're rolling up in a semi, pulling a horse trailer, heading to the lake with your boat, or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart is your stop. Fuel up fast, grab your favorite snacks, stretch out with plenty of parking, and step inside for a roomy store and friendly faces. And hey, teams love it before and after the game. Speedy Mart convenience stores, fueled for every road.
Throwing number 87.
Boston Hensley out for the kickoff as the Wayne State Wildcats get the touchdown. Dawson Forgy. This is returnable and will be returned by Bemidji State. That's Miller, and Caleb Miller gets his way to the 20-yard line and then held up right there. We'll actually call forward progress to the 23. NCN, Kalen Devin, Brad Hazing joining you today in a college football Saturday. 3 matchups on News Channel Nebraska going on right now. Well, actually 2 of them right now. We'll have another night game tonight with Doane, but UNK also playing. These 2 teams, Wayne State UNK, played in the season opener right here on Bob Cunningham Field. That was a fun game.
It was. I was there for that one. The turnout wasn't what we wanted, but I thought both teams really played well. 2 very talented teams early on the season facing each other at that point.
McCannon just has to scramble out of trouble. Grabs a couple yards on his way to the 27, on the 28-yard line. Second down.
Yep. And that's what Wayne State needs to do on defense. We need to impose our will up front, and they need to make sure that there's no big gash plays. Make them march the field on you.
Antonio Brown is the running back. A check at the line of scrimmage by McCannon. He has 3 wide receivers to the far side. Fakes that handoff. Looking down near side. It is caught. Another incredible catch. What a great job by Jake Hill yet again.
Great break on the ball. Young man with the double out route. Gets beyond the corner. High points the ball. Great play by the young man.
34 yards from Barton McCanich to Jake Hill. It's been a connection that has really ramped up these last 2 games. Hill had no receptions in the first 5 games of the season, but went for 60 yards and 4 catches and a touchdown last week. And they're keeping him involved today.
Yeah, I think they really found their guy at wideout with him. Does a really good job of breaking in his route. Runs a nice clean route and gets separation from the corner.
Antonio Brown, a nice run right up the middle. About 5 yards and brings up second down and 5.
Yep, and that's when you get a play like that, then you come back the running game because now your defense is softened up. They're a little more worried about that deep ball. Now you get into second and manageable.
We still haven't seen Connor Carver back in the contest after what appeared to be a bit of a hamstring injury on his long catch-and-run touchdown. We hope that he is okay because, man, he is a game breaker.
He's an absolute game changer for them when he's in.
3rd down and 3 after the short Brown run. From the Wildcat 31-yard line. Brown's still in the backfield. It's a cluster of 3 wide receivers on the outside. McCanich looking,
nice.
Batted down. What an effort by Jess Kirschel, who rushed on the outside, got up, and sent that ball backward.
That young man is all over the field. Watch how he reads, comes up, takes a step, jumps at the right moment, breaks that down. Great play by number 47.
This is really Jess Kirschel's defense, the sophomore from Carlisle, Iowa. And looks like Bemidji State will go. They've got the offense out on the field looking for a fourth down conversion. Incomplete.
Nice stop.
Searching for Amarian Kelly on the outside, and the Cats hold on fourth down, and the offense returns to the field for a chance to tie or take the lead with under 10 minutes to go in quarter 3.
Great stop by the defense. Actually, I agree with the decision of the Bemidji State coach. You know, you're 1-5, you're on the road, you're in Wayne State's territory. You got to make those kind of plays, though.
Right. I mean, do you want to? You could kick a 41-yard field goal if you wanted to, there from the 31, but it's a difficult kick to make. Quick handoff up the middle. Brennan Hayes gets about 1.5 yards.
Number 22, Tay Rice again on the stop.
Second down and 8. Really, Rice has been a big disruptor up front for Bemidji State.
Yeah, like I said before, he's got great hands. He's a little undersized, like you said, for a nose tackle, but he is super quick, tough to block. He's kind of an interior offensive lineman nightmare. I mean, I'll tell you, if you talk to any guard, center, I think most of them, they'd rather have a 330-pound guy anytime around a guy like him that's 270, long arms, and can get into you quick.
Fake the handoff, throws to the outside. It is caught by Ty Johnson. That ball nearly scraping the turf. And it actually results in a loss of 1 yard on the catch by Ty Johnson.
Great closure by the corner.
Yeah, that ball nearly touched the turf. Might have been better for Wayne State if you consider the loss of 1 yard. Yep. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen on that play. Third down. Pressure from Bemidji State. Throws outside. Caught. Peterson makes the catch. Tries to stretch forward, but will be marked down about 3 yards shy of the sticks.
And as we said before, you know, when you've got a young quarterback, talented quarterback, but he's throwing 2 picks, get your tight end involved. Get those solid gains. Yeah, it's fourth, but I like the play call. Going to the big guy from Elkhorn.
And Logan Masters keeping the offense on the field at least for now. The punt unit looks like they're getting ready to the sideline. They're watching, and a challenge flag. Challenge flag thrown by Masters to see if Peterson got the first down?
So I'm wondering.
Or maybe challenging the spot. I think it's less of the first down, more so the spot. I think Masters believes that Peterson reached before the knee was down.
Maybe got to the 40.
So that's what we need to look at here. Let's take a look at the replay, see if we have any kind of angle on where Dane Peterson was at when he was trying to reach. This is from our top camera. So that's where the spot is, but where does the knee go down? Still up, still up, still up.
Knees
still up, still up. And, I mean, you're calling it close to the 40-yard line.
He's on the 40. He's right on the 40.
And so,
which that extra yard is going to make a big difference.
It is. It's the
huge
interesting thing.
4th and 2 versus 4th and 1.
The interesting thing, too, is that, again, if Wayne State wins the challenge, you're winning a challenge by 1 yard. That doesn't give you a first down, but you just keep your timeouts, which is good. That is a great angle. He's still up, maybe down right there.
Yeah, but if he's not at the 40, maybe it's slightly behind the 40, but
you're talking about half a yard.
Half a yard, but half a yard at this point, big difference. I like the challenge.
Makes it from a long 4th and 2 to a fairly short 4th and 1. Yeah, and that is the other key, though, Brad, is that we don't have our cameras that they look at. They're looking at their own view. A different kind of spot that might not have caught that.
Like I said, I'm new here, but I like the good folks at NC like their camera angle. They should watch that camera angle. because that camera angle tells exactly where they should be.
So it is 1 yard shy to the 40. There will be movement. And that's where the spot will go. So Wayne State wins the challenge by 1 yard. They keep their timeout, but still need to go for it on 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Will it matter? Beavers bunching up defensively, 8 in the box.
Running big front here on defense for the Beavers.
McGill, hard count, goes back to the football. Handoff to Forgy. Dawson Forgy gets the first down. And I think that spot, that challenge was crucial.
Absolutely crucial. Shout out to number 69. We talked about him before. 6'2", 260-pound redshirt freshman from Crest, Iowa. Quentin Fuller with a big block up the middle at the Mike linebacker spot.
I mean, if you don't get the challenge, you're looking at that play right there as does he even get the first down?
And that's a big confidence booster for those guys up front.
Pressure coming on McGill. Rolls, pump fakes. Diving attempt at a tackle. McGill escapes, and McGill scampers out of bounds after first down yardage.
Yeah, he's quick. He's deceivingly quick. He's the redshirt freshman, had good vision downfield, good decision. Results in a first down for the Cats.
Take another look here. Just slipping that one tackle. And Brady McGill, Roncalli Catholic legend, picks up the first down. Just over 6.5 to play in our third quarter. Launches it, Phelps over his head, incomplete. I like the idea. The first down shot for arguably the fastest guy on offense.
Yep. I like it for two reasons. One, because see if we can get a big play right away. Secondly, softens that defensive backfield up a little bit so they're not running downhill quite so much.
2nd and 10, fakes the handoff, throws outside, caught by Bonderson. Keaton Bonderson picks up the first down to the 30 and spun down around the 29-yard line.
As we said before, Bemidji's really trying to bunch the box to stop Forgy and stop that offensive line. So Wayne State's doing a good job of making calls to get outside, spread that defensive out, making those linebackers run sideline to sideline.
It is a 16-yard gain. And now whistles in a timeout by Bemidji State. 5:56 to go in the third quarter. Wayne State driving. They trailed by 10 to start the third and looking for a tying or a leading score on this very drive. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
In our community,
At TC Amish Home, we want to help you live better, longer, with a complete selection of health-focused power chairs from Ultra Comfort. Ultra Comfort features zero-gravity positioning, giving you that weightless feeling and increasing your circulation. Elevate your feet, release tension, reduce swelling, and maximize blood flow. They are fully programmable to your customized settings. With the softest, easy-to-clean fabrics, the entire family is able to enjoy the benefits of your new Ultra Comfort power chair. Live better, longer with Ultra Comfort at TC Amish Home in Norfolk.
5:56 to go in the third quarter. Wayne State with the 1st and 10 after the Bemidji State timeout called by Coach Bolte. McGill, it's a quarterback keeper. They don't do this a lot with Brady McGill. He does get about 2 yards.
Not a bad play call, though. Again, diversify your offense, mixing it up. making sure those linebackers don't flow too hard because they're certain of the play.
McGill, they wanted some defensive movement. They've got Gabe Ward, the nickelback, playing close up front.
Playing cover 0 up tight.
Outside, Dawson Forgy brought down from behind. Fantastic defensive effort. Again, Caden Bolte has been all over the place.
Yep, they were all playing up tight, just daring Wayne State deep. Good play call by Bemidji.
Brings up third down after the loss of yardage. What kind of play call do you go with here, Brad?
Kind of depends on what you're thinking as an offensive coach. If you're thinking this is a 2-down territory, which I would, I almost think you run just like that, run an RPO.
Looking to throw. Incomplete. Ooh. One hops it to the intended receiver, Elijah Hudson.
You don't have to get all 9 yards if this is 2-down territory. Now you do, or you're going field goal.
You got to get it all here. Take a look at this coverage. I like you said, I like the play call. A couple guys in the area. Again, Caden Bolte. You know, Caden Bolte, fun fact, we never even mentioned this yet, he's the head coach, Brett Bolte's son. No wonder he's all over the place on defense.
He's a good ball player.
Brent has done a great job raising this young man on the defensive end.
Absolutely. He is a good ball player. Fundamentally,
Fourth
he's not
down.
his coach's kid.
McGill, pressure right in the face by Funderburk, and a flag is down.
I'm going to hold in the backfield there.
And that's something that Bemidji State can just decline as their offense comes back out on the field. Here's a look at that play again.
Yep, number 73 got his hands outside.
Yeah, there's it. So that flag going against Tyrell Tompkins.
Now, if you're a defensive lineman, you're saying that's a hold. If you're like me, you're like, that's not that bad.
You always have tricks up your sleeve for something. There's holding on every play.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Never.
You'll never release the secrets of an offensive lineman. So here comes Bemidji State's offense. Wayne State not able to convert on the fourth down as this throw over the middle is caught. Lehman picks up the first down. Another tidbit about that fourth down, though, I want to talk about for just a second, is the defense for Bemidji State. Teams convert fourth downs 82% of the time against Bemidji State. It is one of the worst in the country in terms of defense. They are 152nd out of 157th in D2 for teams converting fourth downs against them. So holding there by Bemidji State is good.
That's big for them. And again with Wayne State, just keeping, if you keep on the sticks. There's
pressure
a good
and
play.
a sack. It's Jess Kerschel bringing down the quarterback, McAnich. And he's a little slow to get up. Back on his feet and goes back into the huddle, but what a play up the middle by Kerschel.
You watch him there, sit on the blitz. Comes in absolutely untouched. Miscommunication on the front five for Bemidji allows him to come in and make a huge play for the Cats.
5 wide receivers, nice catch on a throw with some steam on it. Reeled in by Cedric Wall. That's Wall's second catch of the season. Brings up still a third and very long.
Mechanic is still walking a little, see the little gait in his step.
Two and a half to go in the third quarter.
Big communication secondary. You need to communicate and know your guy.
McAnich throws. It is the corner out, caught by Wall. His third catch of the year. Back-to-back grabs for Cedric Wall, and he's marked just short of the first down.
Nice pitch and catch.
Right at the 50-yard line, 2 yards short. And what do the Beavers do? I love that comeback route. That's a good idea. And the punt team comes on trying to pin Wayne State deep.
Yeah. I think right now you're in the lead. You're right at midfield. Have a chance to put them deep. Your defense made a great stop. And he said they've struggled in third down conversion or fourth down stops before, but now they make it a good one there. Trusting your defense.
Almost looked like it was going to be a fake, but this punt bounces and just goes into the end zone. Lehman gave it a good chase, not able to save it on a heck of a booming punt. Connor Mantelli, man, he could do it all. Kicking and punting. He's a great player.
Yeah, he's a great player for Bemidji. He's a great weapon. Sometimes you don't think enough of as a punter and a kicker as a weapon, but, boy, he can do it all, and he is consistent. That was a great punt, absolutely great punt. I know it comes out, but giving your punt teammates a chance to make it pin deep there, especially with that hard cross run, that's not an easy punt.
2 wide receivers on the near side as Wayne State goes back on offense. Handoff up the middle for Brendan Hayes, and he gets a couple yards. Call it a gain of 1.5 yards, maybe 2, to the 23-yard line. 22 is where that ball is officially spotted.
Just keep those sticks moving forward. Give yourself that third and short chance.
Wayne State has moved the football. They've just had a couple opportunities where they haven't converted when they've needed to. Throw it outside. Forgy through his hands and incomplete. 2 quick plays. Brings up 3rd and 8 for Wayne State. Trying to hang tight and get back in this ball game. Trailing by just 3. So very much an opportunity for them to drive on down and score, to tie or take the lead. They just haven't converted when they've needed to.
Need to get E7 involved again.
3 wide receivers. Looking for Dane Peterson somewhere. Throws. It is complete, and then sliding down for just a gain of 1 is Dane Peterson. So they got it to Peterson, but nowhere near the first down marker.
You know, like we said before, he's got a lot of confidence in Dane. I think that's a good call just to keep going back to him. Consistently good, especially with that hard crosswind. It's hard to pass today with that crosswind.
Burrell comes back out for Wayne State, trying to boot this thing into the wind. Low line drive kick and takes a lateral bounce outside at the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. So Bemidji State will take this possession in Wildcat territory.
Yep, in great field position.
5 seconds on the third quarter clock. And we'll go into the fourth. Now, what kind of play do you run as you're about to head into the fourth quarter? Maybe keep it on the ground, but they've got 4 wide receivers. They've been doing a bunch today.
I think they do that because Wayne State's front 7 is so strong. They're doing that to spread, whether it's pass or run, just like that, just to ensure that they give themselves a chance in space.
And Antonio Brown gets a short gain. He gets about 4 or 5 yards before the end of the third quarter. It's Beaver football. They've got the lead, 24-21 over Wayne State. Everybody holds the number 4 in the air, and that's exactly where we're headed. Fourth quarter on News Channel Nebraska.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Physician Services, Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Physician Services Foot and Ankle.
Second down and 6 for Bemidji State as we start quarter number 4. The Beavers with the lead, looking for a big win on the road. Would be their first win on the road this season. And there's some punches there, but look like trying to get the football.
Just a little fun up front.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just a little fun up front.
Jordan James really trying to get the ball out when you can't see in the pile. He was going after that football.
It's just good old fun.
Third down and 2. Big motion to the left side of the formation. Hand this off to Brown. He slips through, and Antonio Brown right at the marker.
Right at the marker.
Will depend on the spot, and it is a first down. Oh, they will be.
They're going to.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, excited.
Marker said fourth, and then now gets switched over to first down. Beavers in no hurry. 3-point lead, 24-21. They have not scored since Connor Carver has exited the game. He's got all 3 touchdowns for Bemidji State. Hand off again to Brown. Brown is finally brought down. Jordan James helped lift him up. So he hits the ground.
Luke Lambert on that tackle. The 6'2", 285-pound junior at Greenwood, Nebraska.
Part of a really good Ashland Greenwood team. That's a fun community to be a part of in the sports world.
Yeah, they put a lot of talent out in the field last couple years.
Lambert being one of those guys. The last time we were here against Southwest Minnesota State, Lambert had an interception off a tip. You love to see those big man plays.
Yep, there's another one.
So let me ask you this again, as an offensive lineman, as a guard, would you have loved to have some kind of play designed your way? Let's swing it out to Hazing here.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have wanted to see that. That would not have been pretty.
Try the old fumble Ruski, something like that.
No, that would not have been a. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been fun for me, but it would not have been fun for the Wayne State faithful to watch that.
3rd and 10, Bemidji State.
See what these front 4, if they pin their ears back and go.
Trips to the far side. Bunch formation, looking to throw.
Twist play.
A nice stunt that nearly brought down McIntosh. A flag is down. Looking end zone. It is incomplete. Flag for a hold would either make it 4th and 10 or 3rd and 20, depending on what they want to do here. Is that where they got the hold on?
Oh, yeah. 72, keep his hands inside.
Isaac Hagstrom.
Great play call, though, on the front 4 with that twist on the right side where either Scott McLaughlin or Will England makes that call. Great play, sprung him free, almost got the sack out of it.
Here's the punt. Braden Cheney is the returner. This ball hits at the 1 and is stopped inside the 1-yard line.
We just talked about him being a weapon for them. Man, did he deliver for the Beavers in that play.
Connor Mantelli The punt of the day pins Wayne State back, and now the Wildcats will need to go 99 yards.
99 and 2/3 of a yard. Look at
really,
that.
it is, wow, pretty much right on the goal line. And now the biggest thing to be careful of is a potential safety.
Yep.
Bemidji State, these Beavers might want to pin their ears back and try to go after this offensive line. McGill hands off Forgy, plunges his way forward for a quick gain of about a yard or two.
Just giving yourself just a little bit of breathing room.
In your experience, if you're ever stuck on the 1 yard line of your own end zone, is there more fear? Is there more urgency? What would you say?
It just depends on what you're trying to do there. A lot of times it's depending on the type of...
And there it is!
Safety.
A safety! Dawson Forgy doesn't get out of the end zone. And the tackle made by Bemidji State. Caden Bolte was in the area. Was he the one who brought him down? Let's take a look.
You just talked about pinning their ears back. Absolutely. Watch number 92 there.
So he got there first, and Coach's son, Caden Bolte, brings down Forgy for a safety.
Watch him come through there. Just great situational awareness by the coach's kid.
26-21, and the ball back for Bemidji State.
And again, we talk about it. Will Price right back in. Or Tay Price, I'm sorry. Tay Price right back in on that play. He has been a problem for the Wayne State offensive line today.
We'll see what they can do as now both punt teams will go back out onto the field. Wayne State will have to kick this one off to Bemidji State, and the Beavers now, after getting the safety, will get the football back. And how big of a demoralizer is that?
I think it's just reset. I think it's the point where if you're an offense, you have to think, okay, it's a 2-yard loss. It's not a backbreaker. It's a one-score game. We have to reset. There's still a lot of time left, but we've got to start making some stops because now 2-possession games create pressure on your quarterback. They got to make a stop here.
So Hensley will kick it away. 26-21 is the score. Five-point lead, 11:20 to go. Still plenty of time either way. As this is booted in the air and goes into the end zone for a touchback. Stick around for our Custom Sports post-game show. From screen-printed T-shirts to sublimated jerseys, they've got what your team needs to look great. Check them out at CustomSportsCO.com. All right, so now if you're Wayne State, you got to make a big play defensively. Make a statement. See if you can keep the Beavers from even converting a first down here. Get your ball back with as much time as possible. Now you need a touchdown. Field goal would do you no good.
It'll be interesting to see what Bemidji's play call series here. If they're going to go conservative, nope, they're going to go right after him.
Looking to throw, McInch. She has to roll out, throws, and incomplete. Out of the pocket.
Smart play by the redshirt freshman. No one there. Live to fight another day.
And it has been the Bart McInch show. Connor Carver still not entering back into the game. Hands it off here, and nowhere to go for Antonio Brown. A gain of about 2 when that pile finally falls forward. Good start for the Wildcat defense. Incomplete pass. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8.
Great job by the nose guard number 98, Caton Sutton, and the D-tackle number 52, Luke Lambert. Great job of getting run fits, letting your backers flow into the hole.
from the Beaver 27-yard line. 4 wide receivers split out each side. Brown is the running back.
We'll see if they'll send someone or do a stunt defensively.
Sending 5. In pressure, Mekinich throws and finds Lehman for a first down. Huge third down conversion on a short crosser right over the middle. Our key player to watch, Drayton Lehman, with the catch to move the chains.
A lot of poise there by the redshirt freshman. Pressure coming up the middle by number 47, Jess Krischel, hitting that slant route, finding the spot left by Krischel when the blitz happened, getting the first down. Great poise by number 8.
And a flag down sideline warning against Wayne State. And Masters, see him back all the way up past that white line for a moment. 1st and 10 for Bemidji State. And movement, and it will be a false start. Gets to the right guard, Isaac Hagstrom. How many times did you false start in your career?
I don't want to say publicly on TV.
because then you can't take it back.
Yeah. I don't know if that was really fair, putting me on the spot right there like that.
You could have gave me a number, I would have believed you. Whatever it was, you could have
never.
Said,
I never.
You could have said 2.
Absolutely never.
Well, now I don't believe you.
Oh, what a great play there!
Heck of a play defensively. Dane Mock gets in there. Him, and then also in on the play. Looked like that was Jackson Boss. Jackson Boss.
That's just a great read. Just an absolute great read. Coming downhill, make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Following your keys. Great job by number 46.
Looking to throw. Fires deep downfield. That pass is bobbled and incomplete through the hands of Elliott Loney. Had it in his hands and knocked loose. Good defense by the Wildcats. Credit Jordan James in there defensively.
That's how you do it. Turn around right at the end. Great job by the 190-pound junior out of Tallahassee.
Take another look here. And he had Loney for a big gain. That ball is thrown a little bit more out in front. Loney could be streaking to the end zone.
Yep.
3rd and 15. Clock stops after the incompletion. Just over 9 minutes to play in the ball game. Throws short over the middle. Brown makes the catch and stumbles close to the first down. Might be just about a yard short.
I think he's a touch short.
Antonio Brown, that was his 5th catch of the season.
Again, good poise by number 8. Stepping up in the pocket, feeling the pressure, finding the soft spot in the coverage. Checking down, making the play.
4th down and 1. And the Beavers are going to go. Trying to break through this dam, pick up the first down. I formation. Handoff Brown, stumbled and didn't get there.
Way to go up
Wildcats
front, guys.
make the stop. Jackson Boss from right down the road in Norfolk, Nebraska, makes the tackle and gives the Cats the ball back.
Great momentum change, great stop. Way to go, front 7.
Take a look here at this replay. Brown kind of stumbled, but look at the pressure on the left side of the line. Ran right into Boss, and then on the outside, a heck of a play on the other edge by the Wildcats. Now a handoff to Forgy on first down. Dawson Forgy with a gain of 10 to kickstart this drive.
Love it. Come right back at him. Great play call. Come right back at him. Impose your will up front.
Might be the momentum shift that the Wildcats need. Trailing by 5. Was a field goal game, and then their last offensive drive had a safety after being bottled up in their own side right by their end zone. 1st and 10. Forgy goes out of bounds, 8-11 in the game. Fakes the handoff. Forgy, nice block, gives McGill time, lofts it incomplete. Nobody in the area. The DBs are looking for a potential grounding call.
Oh, that's some miscommunication on a route.
And no flag for grounding comes out. McGill may have been outside of the pocket. 2nd down and 10. Beautiful day in Wayne, America. And a flag. False start against the Cats. "73-degree day." You can kind of hear the wind howling. 19-mile-per-hour winds moving south-southeast. Made it a little bit difficult to throw today. We've seen some wobbly passes. We've seen some wobbly punts, but for the most part, been a really good game.
Been a great game. Back and forth.
Fakes the handoff outside looking for Bonderson. Keaton Bonderson stumbles forward for a short gain of about 3. Offense has been just a little lackluster still for Wayne State. Haven't been as consistent as they would like to be today. Looking for a big play to potentially give them the lead.
Great tackle out in space in the last play, but number 25.
3 wide receivers for McGill. Dane Peterson running a wheel route on the outside. Now McGill looking to run and nowhere to go. And Bolte makes the tackle. Sat and waited. Actually credit that tackle to Owen Dukowitz. Huge tackle, not letting McGill go anywhere.
Good coverage by Bemidji State. He really didn't have anywhere to go with that ball.
Dukowitz, one of 2 players with interceptions coming into this game. Throughout the 6 games, this defense only got 2 picks, but they've got 2 today. Turnover game is even at 2 apiece. McGill looks, throws, incomplete. No flag. Peterson bumped a little bit coming across the middle. And that will change hands on a 4th down incompletion. We've seen a game of a struggling offense on each side across midfield throughout this second half.
Yeah, I think it's just both teams are starting to crowd the box. Not a lot to do with the passing game. I think that win picking up has made a huge difference from the first quarter to now.
Beavers lead it by 5, trying to put this game away with the score. Handoff up the middle, that's in Cabrera. He gets a nice gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, nice job on the left side of the line there by the left guard, number 69, Connor Kovis of the Beavers, just getting up second level, allowing that back to get that gain.
Stick around for our top plays at the conclusion of this game, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Beavers loading up that right side of the offensive line. Handoff again, and nowhere to go this time. Cats are all over it. Good play. James Frank helped pushing that pile back.
Frank's had a great game so far, just coming down the line, getting separation from that lineman, getting that run fit in, using violent hands to break off, make the tackle.
James Frank, a D1 caliber player, played at Florida State, and Robert Morris, now a grad transfer. You love guys with that kind of experience.
Yep.
3rd and long, 6 from the 45-yard line.
He's a big guy at 6'3". He plays long, if that makes sense. When I say by playing long, he gets extension with his hands.
McInich looking, throws. It is caught by Lehman, but a flag down in the backfield.
Yep.
This is coming back.
Yep.
Lehman also took a big hit at the end of that play. Coach Masters looking toward the official, too, and pointing backwards said, this thing is not going to stand.
Yep. Number 72.
Yeah, 72. Hagstrom again.
Yep.
And popped by
hit.
Clyde Hinton. He's trying to break that football loose. Because then if you do that, you don't need to decline that. You can decline the flag.
Yeah, you can.
So now 3rd and 16 after the 10-yard penalty. Another 3rd and long for Bemidji State. Hard count at the line.
This is where that front four gets real dangerous. They're very athletic up
Trying to stint around, and McAninch is looking to run. Gets back in, and Hinton brings him down. Right back at the line of scrimmage. Clyde Hinton, like a heat-seeking missile, takes down McAninch.
What a great read by the 6'1", 250-pound junior out of Plattsmouth. Staying in his zone, and once the quarterback commits to the run, coming downhill, making a tackle in space. Great job.
So now here comes the punt unit for Bemidji State. We'll see Mantelli out there again, who's had a great day kicking, punting, doing everything in terms of special teams. Boot nearly blocked. Great effort.
Great
by the Cats
punt.
trying to get there. And this is going to back up the return man, Ty Johnson, all the way back, and he'll try to get forward to the 20. We mark down right at about the 19.
Johnson did a good job just fielding that punt. With that crosswind, it's got to be tough out there fielding those. Making something out of very little.
I'm sure it makes it look like a knuckleball coming down at your face.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Oh.
Where's the ball going? So 4 minutes to go. Trailing by 5, 81 yards in front of Wayne State. And quarterback Brady McGill hands this off to the running back Forgy. Pushes forward for maybe a gain of a yard. And this Beaver defense has stepped up, especially in the run game in this second half.
Yeah, and again, if you look at the replay, again, you've got Nolan Olson in there and Tay Rice.
Forgy's up over 119 yards today, 3 touchdowns. Been a fantastic performance for him on 19 carries. Throws out route, diving incomplete, searching for Phelps on the near side. 2 quick plays make it 3rd down and 8, 3:25 to go.
Like the play call, just got to get executed.
If you're Wayne State, you need this first down to keep the drive alive. McGill throwing, lofting, incomplete. Looking for Hudson, again streaking down the near sideline. Just out of reach of the junior wide receiver from Vista, California. It's up to the Wildcat defense again. They will have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. Really shows that Masters trusts his defensive crew.
Yep, it's definitely not panic time yet. The defense has done a good job the last couple series. Pin the ball deep. Trust your defense.
So Burrell punting it again, trying to pin the Beavers back deep. It is Drayton Lehman, calls for the fair catch. Marked down at the 34-yard line. That's where the Beavers start, 3:15 to go. Big NSIC battle between these two teams. Bemidji State 1-5.
But a deceiving 1-5.
It is a deceiving 1-5.
Extremely deceiving 1-5.
Taking a look at the schedule ahead of Wayne State, they have to go and play Minnesota State Mankato here next week, or rather in 2 weeks. They have a bye week next week. They get Mankato in 2 weeks, and then they end the season with number 7 Augustana for the Egg Bowl. In between there, sandwiched in between Sioux Falls and Concordia St. Paul trips on the road. Not a lot of space for Brown to go, and a timeout called by Wayne State. Just a few seconds ticking off the clock. After this game, we'll also be able to talk with our player of the match for Wayne State and head coach Logan Masters. And, of course, that is brought to you by Wayne State College. Devoted to student success for more than 100 years at Wayne State. So now, all right, let's talk about this a little bit deeper. Kaylin Devon, Brad Hazing joining you on NCN. Second down and a long 10. You could call it 11 if you're pretty close on there. But, Brad, what are we going to do here if you're looking at Wayne State defensively? How do you get the football back?
I think we continue to do what you do. I think they're doing a good job of running downhill. I think you trust your front four. You don't go too crazy in terms of sending a blitz. You trust your front four to do what they need to do. You trust your linebackers to read and react. Bemidji's not going to go too crazy because they definitely don't want to turn over this deep. So, and they want that clock to move. So I think you just trust in your defense, trust in the technique that they work on all week, every week. They've worked in the spring. They worked in spring ball.
McIntosh looking to throw. Firing outside, incomplete. Searching for Amarian Kelly. Good coverage again by Wayne State.
See, I don't know if I love that play call by Bemidji. I think that you do something where you make sure you have a chance of, even if you move the sticks a little bit and you keep the clock running. Now they've stopped the clock and given Wayne State the opportunity to pin their ears back. And that front four, as you said before, third and long, that's a dangerous front four if you're an offensive lineman for Bemidji to try to keep out.
You know that you can pin your ears back. Third and long. They'll have to throw unless they want Wayne State to burn a timeout. And they will throw. McIntosh, pressure in his face. Jackson Boss is there and slipped up and brought down. Justin Incabrera didn't have much space to work with anyway. Tackled by the turf. Brought down for a loss of about a yard or two.
And if you watch that D-line, no one really broke free through it, but they just kept pushing that pocket back, forcing that quarterback farther and farther back, and forcing number 8, Bart McKinnock, a chance to go. You see it right here. So you watch here, he's got a chance, but then they keep pushing that pocket back, He's forced to throw to the flat. Great job with the front four.
So now 4th down and 12 for Bemidji State. So now they'll have to punt the football away, give it back to Wayne State. So now, Brad, what does Wayne State do? Do they go to the air right away? Do they try to keep the ball on the ground for a little bit? What would you like to see?
I think that number one, we talked about this earlier. I think your redshirt freshman's thrown 2 picks. He's a talented kid. He's overthrown the ball a little bit at times, and that's not really necessarily his fault. That could be the crosswind. It's hard for me to say that someone's overthrown it because they never let me play quarterback. So I think that what you do right now is you continue to give that young man place to be successful. You put it in the hands of your most talented kid and ensure that you get down the field, give yourself a chance to score. You've got time. You've got 3 minutes left. That's a lot of time.
Ty Johnson back to return for Wayne State. There's the boot by Mantelli.
That's returnable.
And it will be returned. Ball comes out. And Bemidji State's got it. Johnson looked like he might have called for a fair catch. And instead of holding on to the football, it goes back to the Beavers.
Was he made contact on that? Check out the replay here.
Officials calling it Beaver football. That arm nearly came up to call for the fair catch.
No, he got it. It just, ball came out on contact. Bemidji ball. Man, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
So now Bemidji State with a fresh set of downs on their side of the field. And now one more timeout for Wayne State. They do have the 2-minute timeout still. It's a handoff up the middle. In Comprera puts himself into a short gain of about 2 yards. But another Wayne State opportunity, and just goes to waste.
Yeah, just frustrating. And that's kind of in the tail of the tape of Wayne State today. Just had opportunities, just self-inflicted wounds over the course of 4 quarters. Second special teams gap. They had that field goal right before the half that was a botched snap, and then this play just. But there's still time.
Still is time, and that is the thing, though. Wayne State, overall this season, they've been pretty good in terms of turnovers. They are +6 in the turnover differential. However, today they are losing that battle now 3-2.
Big stop. Going to be a decision by the coach if this is a 4 down, by the Bemidji State staff if this is a 4 down, because with that crosswind, and we can't see that up here, but you can see the flag, and you can also see the crossbars going hard on that wind. It's going to be interesting to see if we can hold them to the 4th down. What that decision will be. Either way, need a stop right here. This is big.
Tell you what, Bemidji State just wishes they had Connor Carver back there too.
Absolutely. We said that over and over again, but that kid was an absolute difference maker in the first half.
Handoff again in Cabrera. Nowhere to go. Brought down by Wayne State's Carter Sitzman. So now it is going to be an interesting play call for head coach Brent Bolte. After the 2-minute timeout, we'll see if he will have to call a timeout. That play clock just ahead of the game clock. I think that's what Bolte is going to do.
Yeah, that last play, Carter Sitzman did a really good job of extending his hands, getting down the line, getting that tackle behind the yard to gain.
And Wayne State saying throw the flag because the play clock was ahead of the game clock. And we'll see what the officials talk about. Coming up next, we finish off our final 2 minutes on NCN.
20 kids, 1 SUV, and 1 mission. Snacks. Speedy Mart is where the snack squad rolls deep. Whether it's before the first pitch or after the final out, we've got drinks, treats, and all the fuel to keep your team going strong. Speedy Mart convenience stores. Quick, convenient, and always ready when the team rolls in. Speedy Mart. Snack strong, play strong.
He's there with me in the moment.
It is one of the best things I do every week.
Anyone can be a mentor. It comes back to you tenfold.
She got to meet me, I'm pretty cool.
I'm glad I have a mentor.
People actually care about me.
What you're going to receive is way more than you're going to give.
Once you get involved in teammates, you're kind of hooked.
It's the absolute best.
It gives me goosebumps right now talking about it.
That says it all. Be a mentor.
Join the team.
Be a mentor.
Two-minute timeout. We check back in 3rd down and 8. And I had the same question that Wayne State did. The play clock was in front of the game clock. They wanted a flag for delay of game, but didn't get it.
No flag.
3rd down. Interesting to see what the Beavers will do. Just a handoff again, and Comprera runs forward.
Ugh.
Did he get the first down to end the game, or is he just short? And head coach Bolte's got the challenge flag, and he Will he throw it down? He wants to end this game right here, right now.
He's going to watch the clock run down and then throw the challenge.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly what he's doing. That's why his teams have been in the playoffs. He's a smart coach.
So he called the timeout. Right now it is 4th and 1. Take a look.
Yep.
In Caprera. Needed to get to the 23-yard line, roughly. So right there, it looks right to me.
I think he's right.
Because the hand came down, the knee came down right there. Ball didn't get to the 23.
Nope. I think they got it spotted right where it should be.
$1:14 to go.
You know, you go back on that play. Left guard number 69 for Bemidji, Connor Kovas, had a nice kick out block on there. He doesn't kick that end. He doesn't kick that end out. That play's dead in the water.
So to us, it looks short. I didn't see a challenge flag thrown either way. I knew there was a timeout. Well, the officials are talking about something. I just didn't see the flag leave Bolte's hand. Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
They did call the challenge.
Yeah. Again, they're not looking at the same video we're looking
That's
at.
true.
They're looking at the NSIC official video. They're not looking at the high-quality video that NCN provides.
That's right,
our
Brad.
people. So
we'll come up to Wausau anytime.
that sounds great, fellas. Big shout-out, by the way. This is the first time I've ever done this. Big shout-out. You don't hear him. His name's Connor. He is phenomenal feeding information as the game goes along. So big shout out to Connor. I don't even know if that's legal to shout out to Connor,
Of course,
but I'm
you can
doing it.
shout out our producer Connor Luby doing a great job in the truck down there.
Great job, Connor.
4th down is 1 as Brent Bolte challenging the call on the field, wanting the spot to be a first down. I don't think it will stand.
I don't either. I think.
I don't think it will be a first down. I think the call will stand 4th and 1. Doing my best Gene Steratore impression. $1:14 to go, and then it'll be decision time for Bemidji State. You go forward to try to put the game away. A first down ends it, or do you kick the field goal and go up by 8?
You know, Wayne State kind of struggled to move the ball. I'd go for it, even against this really good front of Wayne State. Because you end the game at that point. You're on the road, and you're still, as you said, only a one-score game. You're only at 8 points, even if you make the field goal.
Call stands 4th and 1. Bemidji State back out on the field. Can end it right here with the first down.
Heavy package in for the Wayne State D. Comes down to this.
Handoff and tripped up. Did he get there? Where's the spot? Beavers want the first down, and they got it. First down, and essentially the game. Clock will run on the snap. Take a look in Caprera. Good pressure by Kowalczyk, just stumbled.
Way to go way to block by number 48. Sam Caney of Winona, Minnesota, getting up on the second level.
And a kneel down by the Beavers as Bemidji State comes out on the road and takes down Wayne State for their second straight win. Beat Northern State last week for homecoming. They get their first road win of the season and keep the streak alive against the Wildcats.
Yes, we said before the beginning of the game, they were 1-5, but that's a very deceiving 1-5. That's a talented Bemidji State team. They've got some weapons, namely number 19, Connor Carver, and if he's healthy, they're gonna get some wins this year with that young man.
Stick with us. We have our post-game show, highlights and top plays all coming up next on News Channel Nebraska. Big victory for Bemidji State, 26-21 on the road against Wayne State. This is News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
At Faith Regional Health Services, we know that welcoming a baby is one of life's most meaningful moments. Our supportive, experienced team delivers more than babies. We deliver safe practices, education, and customized birth plans. Whether it's your first child or your fourth, you deserve expert care in a private space that feels calm, warm, and prepared. Faith Regional Health Services. Expert hands for your exceptional beginning.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at explorewayneStateCollege.com.
It all starts at Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, a side-by-side built to work with you on the farm or the ranch. A trusted partner when you're out hunting. And the adventurous speed to feel the thrill when it's time to play. Work hard, ride hard, play hard. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, powering your passion every step of the way.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks that you are considering apart from each other? At Boone County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is our flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, and agricultural needs to make your dreams a reality. Our lenders have both the practical experience and product knowledge to ensure your solution is a perfect match for your needs. Boone County Bank, here to help you grow.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Physician Services, Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Physician Services Foot and Ankle.
News Channel Nebraska, a tough defeat today. Wayne State Wildcats and Bemidji State Beavers. Beavers get the win over the Cats 26-21 here with head coach of Wayne State, Logan Masters. Coach, we'll just take me through your initial thoughts of that game. A lot of opportunities there in the end. Just tell me what you're thinking about right now.
It hurts. First half was not good. That's not who our defense is. And second half they were much better. And then offense, we got to start taking care of the ball. Common denominator: when we win, we don't turn it over. When we lose, we turn it over too much. And you can't beat anybody when you give games away like that.
Yeah, how did you feel about the defense in the second half, though? Talked about the performance they stepped up and played.
Yeah, I mean, that's the defense we're accustomed to and stuff. And so first half, credit to Bemidji, they caught some things, but we just weren't doing our job, and kind of panicked. And second half, there was none of that, and got the ball back to us quite a bit.
Yeah, what were some of the things that you wanted to do on the offensive end, trying to create some space, especially with a young quarterback like Brady McGill?
Yeah, I mean, running game's been our friend, and it was solid again today. But when everybody in the stadium knows we have to run it because we're struggling to throw it, it's not as tough to stop. So we got to find some more efficient throws and ways to throw the football to make defenses respect both the pass and the run.
Yeah, what kind of things did Bemidji State do to you guys to make it a little bit more difficult to move the ball?
I'd say they just loaded the box and made us make one-on-one throws, and we struggled with that today.
Well, even with that, still a fun game to watch, beautiful weather, and happy to be out here with you guys today. Tell me a little bit about the bye week that you guys have coming up next and try to get ready for Mankato.
Yeah, just learn from this, keep getting better. We're young, so we still got a lot of guys we can keep building and get ready for Mankato coming up in 2 weeks. So take care of our bodies, mental flush, and get ready to get back after in a week or so.
Last thing is, Dawson Ford, you talk about his game.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Everyone knows he's getting the ball, and they still have trouble stopping him. So we got to keep finding ways to get in the ball and then find some ways to compliment him so it's not him versus all 11 on defense.
Right. Coach Logan Masters of Wayne State, thanks for talking, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, bringing Dawson Forgy, our player of the game. Dawson, get out of your helmet. Doesn't really matter, man. Hey, well, tell me a little bit about your performance there. What were you seeing when it came to running the football?
O-line did a really good job creating gaps. Bemidji, they do a lot of good stuff. Fly down hard. Played the run well. Just find crease and hit it. Play hard.
Tell me about that big 70-plus yard run you had there. Were you trying not to get hawked at the end?
Oh, I was running good. He had a good angle, but yeah, he made a good play coming across the field. Really good pursuit. Made a big play, and we scored on the drive anyway, so it worked out.
Yeah, feels pretty good to get a couple touchdowns. Obviously, you didn't quite get the win today. What are some things that you're wanting to improve on, not only on yourself but as a team?
We just have to limit mistakes. Like, defense will do a great job, shut them down, and let up a big play, and then we'll drive down the field and then stall out and not finish. We got to limit mistakes. We're a lot better in our record, and we can do a lot better.
What's one of your favorite parts about the offensive line?
There's really good guys to be around. I really enjoy them. They're, all people I call friends and can go to. I love being around them, and they really care about me too, and they love helping me and are always working for me. So I love them.
All right. Well, you guys lose a tough one to Bemidji State, but you have a bye week coming up next, and have a really good opportunity when you guys play Minnesota State Mankato here next week or in 2 weeks. What's the thought process there with the bye week, resting up, getting healthy, and then going to play a nationally ranked top 15 team?
Yeah, we're gonna get healthy here. Bye week's timed out perfectly. Get an extra week to prepare for a really good team. I've had a lot of wear and tear on me this season, so it's good to get a nice week off here, go and get healthy and get prepared for them.
You going right into the ice bath coming up?
Not tonight. I will tomorrow, that's for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dawson Forgy, over 120 yards, 3 touchdowns, our player of the game today. Dawson, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we'll have our top plays on News Channel Nebraska coming up next, so stay tuned. That's on the way.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback
to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! You're bound to stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Icy cold drinks? Check. Tasty snacks? Double check. Fast fuel and room for the whole crew? You know it.
Be aggressive! And make sure to go to Speedy Mart after the game.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
It's time to get in the game. When you team up with teammates, you don't need pads or a playbook. 1 hour a week can encourage a student in your community to win in school and in life. Hundreds of young people are waiting for a mentor to show up and build their confidence, character, and hope for the future. Be the teammate every young person deserves. Clock is ticking. Sign up at teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Tough loss today for the Wayne State Wildcats as Bemidji State gets the win on the road, 26-21, their first road win of the season, and they keep the streak alive against Wayne State. I believe the last time the Wildcats were able to beat these guys was 2016. It's been some time for Wayne State to get a win over the Beavers, and they've always just managed to – it's been a good game. It's always been a good game.
Yeah, Bemidji has just been kind of a thorn in Wayne State's side for quite a while, and they just find a way. And today, like as Coach Masters said in the post-game interview, that there was some self-inflicted injuries first half and just some gashes defensively, which is not who Wayne State is defensively. And they got that corrected second half, but then, as he said, he goes, they've got some really talented kids, but they've got some young kids, and they've got to find a way to get that passing game more incorporated within their offense, because as you saw throughout the game, there was a bunch of times where Bemidji State would run zero coverage, bring their safeties up, and just almost dare Wayne State to throw deep. But the plus side is, as they've got a bye week now, they've got some chances to get some things. These are not huge errors. They're just things that they have to overcome, and I feel very confident in Coach Masters and their staff to get that done for the Cats. there's a lot of season left.
A lot of season left, and let's take a look at our top plays, relive what we saw in that college football matchup. Brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there is a difference. So a fun matchup here today. Bemidji State and Wayne State, 1-5 versus 3-3, but in the NSIC, take every game at a time. Things got off to a hot start for Bemidji State. They had the ball first, threw a pick, and then after a 3-and-out, not letting this opportunity to go to waste as Connor Carver dashes his way, looks right at the camera, gives us a point and a touchdown, 38 yards. A little scamper from Connor Carver. Now it's Wayne State football. McGill looking long, throwing it. It is caught. Ty Johnson, nice catch on the post route, getting his team fired up. And what does Wayne State do? They go to their reliable back. It's Dawson Forgy. Nice job by the offensive line there, Brad.
Very good, very good. It's always fun to watch the big guys eat up front.
Well, Bemidji State back with the football. Connor Carver, part 2. This time 71 yards. Finding a way to get his way through the defense for the touchdown and makes it 14-7. What was the Bemidji State doing there to create that hole?
Oh, I think it was just that second one. That second quarterback run by Carver was just a quarterback counter. As you can see, you don't see it there, but in that play, all it is they fake to one side, freeze the backer, in that linemen come up, as we said earlier, catch the backers in the trash, and Carver is off to the races, and he's an elite athlete. He's an absolute elite athlete.
And as good as he's been, he did fumble the football there. Picked up by Alex Kowalczyk, giving the ball to Wayne State, not able to convert. And now Dawson Forgy goes to the outside, touchdown, 17-14. Bemidji State had a field goal off of an interception the very next play after that fumble. So now 14-17, a big lead, and here it's going to get even bigger. 3-point lead makes it to a 10-point lead. Connor Carver, and here's where he gets hurt. Carver putting the team on his back with a limp, but getting thrown into the end zone, did not see him again after that play. 24-14 is the score now. Looking to throw is McGill, fires into double coverage, and that pass is picked off. Good defense by the Beavers, intercepted by this good Bemidji State team. Giannis Kasende with the pick, and then a sack by Wayne State. You can credit that one to a couple of different guys, but James Frank also in on the tackle.
Yep. Frank finds home, but it's really all four of those guys creating pressure up front for the Cats.
Dawson Forgy had a nice day, and a lot of it was because of a big run like this. He's got some nice speed. After the patience of finding the hole, Dawson Forgy works his way all the way into Wildcat territory. Still trailing by 10? Not anymore. Dawson Forgy gets the handoff and finds the end zone untouched for the touchdown. 24-21, Wildcats do get the football back, but they've got it deep in their own territory. Forgy trying to escape a Bemidji State defender, and here comes the coach's son. Huge tackle, Caden Bolte in the end zone for a safety. 26-21. Well, even with all of that, Wayne State still going to get the football back. Ty Johnson on the punt return off of this boot from Connor Mantelli. Johnson looked like he might have was going for a fair catch. He pulled back, went for it, gets hit, and fumbles the football, recovered by the Beavers, which effectively ended the ball game. They had a 4th and 1 to move forward and get the first down, which they did, converted, and walk away with a 26-21 victory over the Wayne State Wildcats in an NSIC conference duel.
Yep, and that's what I said earlier. Just the fact that those self-inflicted wounds by the Cats throughout the game contributed a lot to this. And credit Bemidji State. Bemidji State came in with a great game plan. I honestly, that was a team that kind of struggled against the run throughout this season, and I underestimated the ability of their front defensive line, especially number 92, Tay Rice, the redshirt freshman out of Chicago. That kid was a problem for our offensive line the whole game. He was in on a lot of tackles. And, of course, the coach's son, just great situational awareness, and you just don't teach that. That's growing up on the sideline with Dad. Just between those two and number 19, they were enough to, plus Wayne State's self-inflicted wounds was just enough, too much to overcome for the Cats today.
Take a look at some of our upcoming broadcasts on NCN. We talked about that Thursday night matchup next week with Elkhorn Valley and Summerlin. That will be a fun game. Norfolk Catholic and Battle Creek, and on Friday night, West Side and Creighton Prep. Then a pair of conference tournaments on volleyball. Saturday, the Central Conference Tournament, and on Thursday, we go to the Mid-States Conference Tournament. Both of those always a lot of fun to call. We're excited for those matchups and hope that you can join us. Do want to shout out all of our crew today. Connor Luby, fantastic job producing the show. All of our wonderful cam ops for all that they do for us. Excited for them to be able to join us and get on the call today. And a big thanks again to Brad Hazing, Wausau Superintendent, former Wayne State offensive lineman, on a short notice joining us today. We thank you so much.
This was a hoot. Thank you so much. I wish the game would have turned out. Obviously, I'm a little biased toward my alma mater here at Wayne State College, but this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this.
Hope you can join us again sometime as we say thank you so much and have a great rest of your Saturday. From myself, Kalen Devin, this is News Channel Nebraska.
We have got an injury timeout here on the field. 7:03 to go in the third quarter of play. The Lopers 13, the Griffins nothing on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.